All right. Log out. No. All right. We'll see. All right, I'm not holding my breath. We're gonna give it a minute. We're gonna give it a minute, folks. Oh my word, mother of God. Whew. Let's see if this works. I'm scared, not gonna lie. I don't even want to like touch anything. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. We're gonna give it a few minutes, okay? We're not gonna go crazy. We're just gonna give it a few minutes. Oh, you want to talk about stressors? Holy cow! Unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, I think we're live. Yeah, oh my word. So we'll give you guys a quick synopsis as to what happened and what I figured out. Any of you guys in the technical field are going to laugh. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, where do I start? So let's see. By the way, this is a different camera because this camera is going to give me the ability to move things around and show you guys tonight, if anybody ends up watching based off of all that mess. So first thing, I had an upload going, a 4K upload, for Monday's video, uploading to YouTube, which was completely saturating my upload. Like, I literally was getting less than 1 megabyte up. It was terrible. Then, excuse me, I killed that, and I was still getting abysmal upload. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, same thing. My Flux node was on. My Flux node was on. So then I turned that off, all right? So I got my 4K upload from Monday's video. I killed that. I unplugged my Flux node. Completely forgot about the Flux node. By the way, Monday's videos is about Flux and my Flux node. So then I come back here to the laptop and I'm like, all right, let's do another speed test. And I'm still getting 1. And I'm like, dude, there's like nothing else going on. So I finally decided, those of you guys that are technical people know how it is. I finally decided to restart the laptop. I restart the laptop, 30 up. So I tested it again, 30 up, tested it again, 30 up, and we're good to go. So that was the whole debacle. So I do apologize, but we're back up and running. So hooray. I literally have been in the shed for like 2 hours now. And I was like moving some stuff around, getting some stuff ready. I'm like, I'm good. I got everything prepped, ready to go for today. And now we're starting 30 minutes later, actually 45 minutes later, because the countdown timer would have went at 9:15. So if anybody's still watching, thank you guys. I do appreciate it. I would expect a smaller crowd tonight based off the fact of just the stream up, down, up, down. My links that I advertise on Twitter and Discord, they're wrong now and broken, but is what it is. We're going to hang out and get some stuff done tonight. So I'm going to give some shout outs to the people that decided to show back up. What's going on, Kevin? Welcome, welcome. Dakota Miner. Dan Ruggs, welcome. The Traveler's Travels, welcome, man. Thank you for coming to hang out. By the way, I still love that Amazon sign that you sent me, the light up one. Thank you for doing that. Claws Crypto, welcome, man. Hello. Gnosis, hello, hello. I'll answer some of your questions in a minute. Maxtrix, sorry, hard to figure out your name there. Juan, what's going on, Juan? All right, so let's go through a few questions here. Nacho Miner, hello, hello. So let's see here. Are solar panels worth adding to my shed setup? No. Well, I guess if you want your solar panels to power your lights, that's it, really. Like, solar panels aren't going to give you much of anything. Look how many solar panels Chump Change is a great example. He's actually streaming right now. He's a great example. He has a handful of solar panels. He made them, I think, more modular, and it powers like a handful of miners maybe. It just doesn't do much. So keep that in mind. Just putting them on your shed, what are you going to have, like 2, 3, 4 panels? So yeah, it's probably not worth it. How much since Bitcoin went over? How much did you mine today? Nothing. I'm literally getting everything set up today. Started to, at least. Nothing's powered on right now. I watched all your Grow Tent episodes today. They were eye-opening. Grow Tent issues had same. I'm still using Grow Tent. Nice. Yeah, Dakota Mining, I'm glad you went through. There's a playlist for the Grow Tents. I'm glad you went through it. Grow Tents were... I should have went with a Grow Tent versus my mining room. I wish I would have never built my mining room and just went with a Grow Tent because it's like modular and you can get rid of it and take it down and stuff like that. That would have been my smarter play. Like looking back, that's what I should have done. In my unfinished basement, just did a big grow tent. Like Chump Change has that massive one. That would have been a genius idea until I got the shed. Like literally, if you guys have an unfinished basement or something, like don't build a mining room like I do. Grow tent into a shed. Like that's how I would go, honestly. So yeah. Solar panels don't make much, honestly. Now granted, I'm in Pennsylvania, so to give you guys an idea, I have 44 305 watt panels on my roof, but in Pennsylvania, you only get 3.9 hours of max sun per day. So in my peak months, which is in the summer, I only making 1800 kilowatt hours in one day, which covers like one mining rig. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's see. You hit 3 Raven Point blocks today, dude. You're a beast. You're a beast. Burned out my fans. Oh no, hobbyist miner wants to sell me an iPolo with those GPUs now. No. We're getting everything powered back up today. So let me show you guys what I have going on. My camera is going to be mobile today, a little different than previously. So I have a few rigs down here. I already got them in place. They're not powered up yet. I literally just moved them in here. If you guys remember on the last stream, we got this full rack in place and good to go. So down here, this one has 3 3070s in it. This octo miner, so we have room for growth, which I plan to do now. In this one, this is a miner dude. We have 3060s and 3060 Ti's. I want to get that set up today. And then this one has actually the MSI Gamer X's, the 1660 Ti's. So these were like the 3 rigs I knew I was going to get powered back up, which is something to keep in mind. So that's how these 3 are set up here. I moved my mid-size A6 down to right on this level. I just moved all these in like within a few hours of the stream going live. So we have the Gold Shell X5. I got to figure out a way to like stabilize this a little better. It's kind of wobbly on the end here. So I did put this wood shim in. The L3 Plus, Dogecoin Litecoin, and another L3 Plus Dogecoin Litecoin. The Gold Shell is Dogecoin Litecoin as well as a script miner. And then up top here, we have a few of the mini ASICs that we have in place here. I opened this up because I have 3 more mini ASICs in my house that are heating a 4th bedroom that are going to go here, and I want to leave that space open. And then at a relative's home, I have 3 of my iPolos. So if I add 3 more mini ASICs, 3 more iPolos, I want to leave the space available so I have it open and ready to go. So that's why we have that there. I did put my S19J Pro back down here. I haven't gotten anything in place yet, but that's my goal. So we'll see how much I actually get done tonight. Like tonight I want to wire stuff and get it plugged in and ready to go. And then we'll boot everything up that we have in here tonight at the end of the stream is kind of my goal. Let's see here. Location definitely makes a difference. Yes, if you look at like Arizona, I think Arizona is 6.9 hours per day of sun. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, so it should be good. Yes, we got everything going. So I'll recap real quick since people are starting to come in, which is awesome. I am sorry. I had so many issues with my stream, and you guys are going to laugh. So let's go through them real quick. So by the way, first off, when I first came in here, it was 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was like, holy shit, how am I going to stream in a shed that's 28 degrees? So I do have a heater. And you guys, I do have a heater on the opposite side of the shed plugged in. And you guys might be like, you have miners. I do, but I don't want it to be too loud in here. So we're going to power up the miners at the end of the stream tonight. Booting party. Woo! I got to wire all this, though. I got to do Ethernet and I got to do power tonight wired into my PDUs. So I was going to go live. I had everything set up, ready to go. I tried to go live and my stream like literally was all drop frames. And then when I did a speed test, I was getting 1 up. And like this stream is using 6 up, but normally I have it set to 10, but I was like, screw it. I'm going to be super conservative. So I went and after several tries, I went in my house and forgot I was uploading a 4K video for Monday's video. So I was super pissed about that. Turned off my computer. I was like, screw that. I'll upload it later. Then came back to my computer, started the stream back up, booted it back up, still issues. And I went, crap. My Flux node's plugged in that uses 25 up. Ran back in the house. But keep in mind, it's like 20 degrees out and windy. Back in the house, unplugged my Flux node, ran back out here, got back out here, tried it again, and was still getting it. And I'm like, wait, what is going on? rebooted my laptop, boom, everything worked. My laptop was 1 up, I rebooted it, I now had 27 up. So that is my mess of streaming and everything going on. Wondering, have you ever looked at what is a DGC pool? I don't know what that is. What are we mining? Flux? The GPUs are going to be on Flux, yep. Except for the 1660 Ti's, I need to decide what I'm going to do. So anyways, I want to get some stuff done tonight in the shed. I piled a whole bunch of crap in here. I am going to move around the webcam as I'm working to kind of show you guys where I'm at, to keep you guys in mind. So I have 5 of the Dogecoin miners. So these use about 220 watts. And so I have 2 different power supplies we're going to use. So we have the 1200 watt here with the breakout board, the HP power supply. And then I do have, if needed, a 750 watt one. Digital gold coin, I'm not entirely familiar. So what I need to do is, if we think about it, if I do 3, let me break up a calculator here. If I do 3 of the mini ASICs on that, so 220 times 3, that's 660. So I have plenty of room. So I can probably do 4 actually. 220 times 4, that's 880. And then if I do 1200 times 0.80, because we're going to do the 80-20 rule, 960. Okay, so I can do 4 of my mini ASIC miners on one of these here. What do you got here? Looks good. Top shelf lowered. Yeah, so the top shelf's been lowered down so we can fit our ASICs better. Everything up here. So we have a lot more headroom for it. I did end up going with my mid-size ASICs down here because I have more mini ASICs. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. So I have 3 mini ASICs in the house. I have 3 more iPolos, and then I have what do I have? I have literally on the way, completely forgot about it, guys. I have the 𝐾𝐫 Pro 2 and the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 Box 2 are both on the way. I completely forgot about that. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more mini ASICs to fit up here. So this shelf is going to be packed full. Oh, and then I have, oh shit, I have the iPolo G1 Mini, the Grim Miner. That's on the way as well. Can you use a normal PSU? Yes, you can use normal PSU on the mini Doges. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mini ASICs to fit up here. All right. So, because come spring, summer. So that's going to fill this up pretty good. So we're going to use the 1200 watt, and we're going to use this on the back side. And then for cables going into into those, we're going to use the Veteran Miners cables. We're going to use these tonight. Broken airline in Flagstaff on New Year's. It was crazy how fast weather changed. Oh, that's crazy, dude. I run 3 gold shells per 1200 on 120. 720 is 80%. Yeah. But that's because you don't actually have 1200. You don't have 1200 watts when you're on 120. You have, what, 900 watts, I think. So, yeah, these are the Veteran Miner ones. If you can see that. These are pretty sick. These are really long, though. These are really long. Sounds like you got too much. You may need to send some my way. Yeah, right? Yeah. So I have multiple miners on the way. I have 2, 3 miners on the way. And then I have some mid-size ASICs that I'm in the process of finalizing some things with. I have a KD Lite, which uses, I think it's like 1,500 watts. And then I also have a KD Max as well on the way, which that uses 3,300 watts. So we're going pretty bullish on Kadena. I mean, I don't know, I'll have a KD Lite, a KD Max, a KD Box Pro, and a KD Box Pro 2 total. Yeah, so these guys, if you look on these are awesome, by the way, for the mini ASICs. If you look on these, you will see that it has, if you're at 120 volts, it's 900 watts. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, but if you're on 240, it's 1,200 watts max. So I like to stick to the 80-20 rule, so I'll be able to run 4 mini ASICs on one of these. Where do I get most of my ASICs? Coin Mining Central is where I get a lot of them in the US. Yeah, you like these new cables? So yeah, so we're going to, so I need, why don't I do this here? So these are a little bit farther away for you guys. But I'm going to stack these just to prepare for the future. See, I like to give a little gap between them. I'll show you guys. See, I got a USB extension cable just to do this tonight. All right. So I don't know that I want to do, sorry if it's like bumpy. I don't know that I want to wall this. I think I want to give a little gap between these for airflow. So I think we'll just do a little gap. And I want to get this one over. Oh, no, the way the rack is. See, that's what I got to be careful. The rack, you know, these, you know how these metal racks are. It's not like a perfect shelf. So I think I'm going to do a little gap, like a finger gap between these. And like, I can do these 4 on one, and then this one on the other. There we go. And then down here, and I might actually just do these all on wireless, just because I can. And you might be like, wow, you're crazy, because I literally have an access point right here. Do the sides heat up? No, the sides of these don't heat up. The heat literally is exhausted out the back. Oh, there's like a little lip here. Yep, there we go. It like, oh, there we go. There's a little lip. These two are a little closer together. Now it's like OCD heaven here. Yeah, I might do these all on wireless so I don't have all the additional Ethernet cables. We'll have to see. Is Coin Mining Central in the US? How long does it take to ship? Yes, I've gotten several things from Coin Mining Central, and I actually have a $120 discount code. So if you guys are in my Discord, it might be down below too on the video description. I don't recall. But if you're in my Discord, there's a where to buy channel. It has all my referral codes, the vendors that I recommend, and the discount codes. Coin Mining Central, I get $120 off. It's a code for you guys. Nice having an access point right there. Yeah, I wired that in on purpose because you got to think of it like I'm going to have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have 3 in the house. 6, 7, 8. Then I have 2 on the way. 9, 10. And then I have 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to have almost 20 units on the top. That's 20 additional Ethernet cables to run down to my switches. So like, I have an access point in here and the wireless is fine. You got to remember, like, mining uses such minuscule. You can go wired into some of the wireless APs. You can go wired into some of the APs. I don't know what that means. So, let me see here. So we're going to do 4 of these. Now, I need to look here. Somebody had said something. Just plug your switch in. Yeah. Are these any different? I don't think they are. Okay. So, we're going to do 4 of these. These are from Veteran Miner. So shout out to him. They're a little bit longer than I like. I probably would prefer them to be a little bit smaller, like in length. But I guess like these are you know what these would be perfect for is a GPU mining rig would be perfect. These would be the perfect length for a GPU mining rig. I'm going to show you guys how I stagger these, by the way. Okay, that's right. So the N that says TVM, I think, is what's supposed to go into the breakout board. Yeah, there we go. For the Veteran Miner. And I have a discount code over there, too. The Hobbyist Miner, if you guys want to get these. They are pricier. 100%. 100%. I try to have discount codes for everything. For you guys, really. But yeah, if you guys are definitely going to look at Coin Mining Central, their prices are higher. 100% Coin Mining Central prices are higher. But the difference is they help to take care of all the import, like those taxes and all that crap. And the shipping's really good. And then if you use my code, you get 120 off. So it covers that like difference in price. What are you drinking? Bang energy drink. Some of the wireless access points have an Ethernet jack that you can plug into. Oh, yes. Yep. Looks pretty clean, though, even if the wires are a bit long. Yeah. Need like an industrial mesh AP or similar. I just have an Ingenious AP. It works well. All right, so here we go. I like to stagger mine on my breakout boards. So like you can see, this one is on the top, middle, top, middle. Just have them laid out there, which is nice, which should work well. I looked on Jingle Mining earlier and the shipping fee was nuts. Yeah, it really depends where you're located. Like, you really got to look around at those vendors and see, like, okay, which one's in the US, which one's in Canada, stuff like that. Because the shipping's a big deal now, you know? Shipping costs are huge. All right, so I'm going to try to move you guys. And I do have to get a stool. I don't know how that's going to look for right now, so give me a second. I'm going to come around. Oh my God, we're knocking over everything. I need more room in this little shed. Who decided to do this little shed? All right. I'm going to take this iPolo, use that as a rest. All right, let's see what that picture is there. See, I thought tonight we'd give you guys like the view, you know, versus just staring one way. All right, so I'm definitely going to have to Velcro. I think I'm going to Velcro these cables. How do I want to do this? I did this totally differently last time. I want to make sure these antennas are tightened in here. Last time I did the shed, I did this entirely differently. That's how I did it. Last time I actually put this like in the middle, and it was in the place of one of these units. But if I'm going to pack this full, I can't really... Oh, you know what? Somebody had recommended I do like almost underneath here. They recommended I almost do this. Strap this to the bottom and then run my cables up. That was a genius idea. I think I'm going to do that. Does that sound nuts? Let me check chat real quick, and then I think I'm going to do that with Velcro. Because then that leaves so much room. And the hot air is not pushing right back into... The hot air from the ASICs isn't going into the power supply. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to get Velcro. I think either Velcro or the massive zip ties. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. Let's see if we can do this. Who gave me this idea last night? Somebody, the last time I streamed, they gave me this idea, and I thought they were nuts. And then I thought about it, and this actually ended up being a really good idea. I have some really big Velcro straps. Let me find them. There's stuff everywhere. Oh, I think those are inside. Okay, we'll have to use different Velcro for now then. Strap it under. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That would be way cleaner. I have enough flux for a note. Yeah. Okay. I have really big Velcro straps in the house, but I'm going to use these for now. Oh, thank you. We got subscribed. Corey. Thank you, Corey. All right. So let's get back up here. This is a working man stream. All right. So I'm thinking 2 zip ties is what we're going to use. Can you guys see okay? Yeah, you guys can. I mean, I could back you guys up so you can see my face a little bit, I guess. There we go. As I'm bouncing on the top of this thing. So this is going to be interesting to say the least. But you know what? If it works, I don't care. Because the nice thing is, if we Velcro this underneath, look at this whole area. The exhaust is going to come right out the back and just not be blocked by anything. That's what's going to make, like, that. This is the stuff that, like, you really got to think about to make things so much more efficient. Because you got to remember, I was talking about this last stream. I'm limited on space. We're totally limited on space in this shed. So we have to maximize our space and like how we're going to do this entirely. I might need 3 zip ties for this one because these are shorter. There we go. You know what I should do is bring chat up. Maybe I'll do that after I do this one. I'm going to bring chat up on my phone so that while I'm over here, I can answer some of your questions as we're talking and then also keep working. That's what we're going to do. Because I don't want to ignore you guys. You guys are the cool kids. All right, so I'm going to back this up a little bit. We're almost creating like a little cradle until I can tighten this. Wow, this one might be... I might not need 2 for this one. I might do zip ties. Velcro hugs this better, but I might do zip ties. This is kind of messy. Let me change this up. I'm going to bring up chat on my phone too while I'm doing this. Sorry if I'm like throwing the mic around and stuff. All right, let's bring up chat. Let's see. Yo, I get an ad on my own stream. How about that? I gotta wait for the ad. All right, cool. For these live action videos, you should try to find a text or voice chat line. Yeah, that'd be cool. Newegg? I mean, yeah, Newegg. Just checking my phone. I put it right there. Newegg, you know, if you buy from Newegg, you'll be okay because you have like Newegg protection and stuff. Like, except you're just paying an increase in price. You know what I mean? All right, where's my massive zip ties? All right, here we go. I think these are gonna work. I think these are gonna do the trick, guys. All right, so we're gonna put these in. All right, that looks good. Because these are definitely gonna be more like I'm not gonna be moving these around. So that's why I feel a little better with zip ties. All right, so we're just creating a little cradle for now, and then we're gonna increase it a little bit at a time. Oh, I do need to move it back actually. I need to do a new zip tie. This is a mess. All right, I need to do a second zip tie and get rid of that one. I need to move it farther back because I don't want to block where the breakout board's going. So let's do this one here. There we go. I got to cut that one zip tie, and then I think this will work out well. All right. I think that, yeah, that's much better. And my breakout board's going to go there. So let's raise her up, raise her up, raise her up. I'll show you guys the webcam. I'll show you guys what this ended up looking like once it's done with the webcam. All right. Nice. Nice. There we go. Let me get rid of this one zip tie. Cut. Cool. Gotta go over my, let's see here. Oh, my flashlight is still on my phone. All right, so let's check chat. What's chat have to say? Take it from someone that moves bodies for a living. Used to, you move bodies for a living. I'm very concerned. There we go. What's up, Keith? Can you give us a quick view? Absolutely. I'm gonna give you a view. Hang on, let me get my, hang on. Hang on, you can get a view. Bring all the boys to the yard with the view. Oh, this might be too high. Damn it. Like, the breakout board. Dang it, I might have to lower it. Hang on. The breakout board. Oh, hang on, maybe. Hang on. Let's see if we got this here. Oh, that might be a little tight. I'm going to redo that and make it a little less tight. The breakout board just isn't in there very well. Dude, you talk about a guy that goes through zip ties. So I'm going to put new zip ties on here, cut the old ones, and then make it a little looser. Because that breakout board is like almost, not bent, but it doesn't line up perfectly. That's something to keep in mind as I do this. And then we'll cut the other zip ties. Okay. Let me cut the original zip tie, and then I'll show you guys with the camera. Show you guys what we did. Yeah, it was a little too tight. All right. Once we get this proof of concept down, I think we'll be good. Dude, this was such a good idea. Such a good idea. All right. So that's much better. So we're just creating like a cradle is what we're doing here. So let me tighten a little bit. I want to keep it flush. I wonder if I do one for like the breakout board too. But that's going to be really hard to do. But I think that's good. That's good. I like it. Okay. Let me get the camera out. I'm going to show you guys what we got. We'll check chat too. All right. How many zip ties was that? You guys going to start counting? You guys going to start counting all my zip ties? All right. So look at this. See? You guys get a full view. All right. So you guys can see we have the breakout board. Let's see. Does that give you guys a view? Yep, there you go. Check that out. Bing, bing, bing. Hell yeah. And then here's from up top. You guys can see it from up top. You see how here, if it was too tight, like if this was too tight, it wasn't making the breakout board flush. And yeah, it's parallel miners. Heck yeah. All right, let me catch up with chat. See what's going on with you guys. And then we'll get these plugged in. And we can claim victory. Nice rack. Can you go, okay, nice rack. Hence Velcro first in place, then zip tie. Yeah, right. After you're all done with this one day, can you do a technical setup for building a SHA-5, a mining pool node? Yeah, I couldn't do that, sorry. I had mine facing up. Oh, did you? Nice, and the wire is long enough. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is take my wires. Now, I just have to make sure I put smaller, like, I'm going to have to keep an eye on the, like, if I'm going to have issues with the miners or with, like, the miners that are going to be under it. You know what I mean? Like, any miners that are down here. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I do this. Because before, what I did was I had a miner, and then I had my my power supply with my breakout board this way. So like the exhaust, you gotta think of it like the way that these are designed. So the way it was set up was like this way, and then it would suck in the air for the power supply and blow out on the rear side. So you know, the direction of everything in the shed. These are gonna be a little bit like this one's gonna. Oh Jesus, the camera just fell. This is gonna be a little bit different. A little bit different. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, we all proof of concept here, you know. So we'll see what happens here. So now let's get this. I guess we'll just, yeah, because we're going to have a decent amount of slack here, I think. So let's just bring this up. Come through here. I almost want to get like as much as I can of this cable up here. And then I can kind of pipe it in and zip tie it to the racks. So it has nowhere to go, nothing can move, nothing can get caught on anything. That's kind of where my head's going right now. Like I want to get more of this cable up here. You said you did yours the other way? Oh, and then you did yours the other way and then Velcroed. Your cables went down, I think is what you were saying, the Traveler's Travels, right? Should put a piece of something between the PSU and the rack so it's not to bend the board. Yeah, don't run wires through the mesh. We have been dropped. Yeah, I know. Run them around the back, Velcro the camera. Let's see. This will be a pain in the ass to move like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to look here. They 5 together suggest 1/4 rubber gasket. Yeah, so I have some rubber sheets here. Oh, you guys got me rethinking everything now. You guys got me rethinking stuff now. So I do have I have a roll of rubber like toolbox liner, which is all rubber, and I could put that through here. Dang it! You guys got me all thinking now. Shoot, I really like this idea for space. What do we do? Okay, we're going to go back to the original. Shoot, I was going to go back to the way I originally had this design for now, and I can change it up later. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to the way I originally had these laid out just for tonight, because I don't need this rack space this second. So I'm going to come back to that because I think that's a good idea, but I want to rethink it a little bit more. So we're gonna change this up. I know, right after we just did this. More zip ties. All right. Got it. We're good. All right. Let me throw this away. So I think it's going to be better for time too, for tonight. Okay. So we're going to go between two, put these in here. There we go. Oh my gosh, these cables are so long. Veteran Miner, what are you doing making cables like a mile long, dude? All right, I need rubber. Here we go. So here's what we're going to use. I have some sheets like this. This is a rubber material. This is toolbox liner. You can buy these on Amazon. And I put it directly underneath of the power supply and the breakout board. So it's a barrier between the metal racking and the actual power supply itself. And the intake of the power supply is going to come from that direction, just the same direction as the miners. And the exhaust is going to come out the back side. So let me get this plugged in, and then we'll talk about it, and I'll show you guys what we have going on. Okay. Man, I can't wait to do the mid-size A6. It's going to be 1,000 times easier. Holy cow. I think we can make this all work. I think we can make this all work. Because we're going to have a lot less GPUs in this shed. A lot less. I mean, I'm not going to be mining with my 470s. I'm not mining with my 570s. I'm not going to be mining with my 580s. That's 3 rigs right there. A 12 GPU rig, an 8 GPU rig, and another 8 GPU rig. So we're not going to mine with those. All right, so let me check my chat, and then I'll show you guys what we got here. I agree with the rubber for insulation on the board. Dude, the hot air will blow to the top either way. Yep, that's true. Holy moly, you should run the PSU parallel with the miners from underneath. That's a good point, Nacho Miner. We have the slack. $75, sir. Okay, right? Okay, cool. Makes sense. All right, so let me show you what we got here, guys. I'm going to try not to drop you this time. I'm going to clean up these cables. All right, so I could almost do this underneath. You guys are correct. That's a really good point. For tonight, I'm going to lay it out like this, but I think I'm going to move in that direction. I'm going to take this and put it underneath and even put the rubber piece between it and then pull the cables up. For space density, I think I'm going to do that when I have this whole rack filled. I think we'll do that. For tonight, I'm not going to worry about it. We have lots of room. But I'm going to go ahead and pipe these cables in with Velcro here, and then we'll be done with these here, which will be nice. All right. You guys up there? Hello, hello. Cool. Beautiful cables, right? Yeah. Yeah, 1010's profitable. Yeah. Once I have everything up and running, I'm actually going to have a video this week. I have this spreadsheet I put together. Wait till you guys see this spreadsheet. It's madness. But I have a spreadsheet put together, and I'm going to explain to you guys how and why I can get my rigs back up and running on my residential rate and everything, which will be awesome. But yeah, I'll have a video this week on it. All right, so I zip tie the cables in just like 2 spots to the rack. To keep everything from moving around and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do here, and then I'll show you guys. But lots of slack, and not over tightened either. This is just to keep things neat and organized and to keep these guys out of trouble. That's what we're doing. I got the shorter zip ties. I completely forgot I had these. So I'm going to use these here. I also like to make sure I zip tie like the cables out of the way of the airflow on the power supply, from the power supply there, because we don't want to deal with that. Yes, sir. You guys in chat, does anyone have their rigs on right now? Or most of you guys, I would assume most of you guys have your rigs off. Even with the Bitcoin, I shouldn't even say Bitcoin, it's like everything. The everything pump right now that's currently going on. And I'll show you guys this when I'm done, so you guys can check it out. I like zip ties because they're so much faster to work with. All right, let me move these closer together before we lock them down with a zip tie or two. I'm eager to get to my mid-size ones. My goal is to get, I have these mini A6 up and running tonight. My 3 mid-size, my 2 L3 pluses. I want to get those up and running tonight. Or my 2 L3 pluses, my Goldshell X5, and then my GPU mining rigs, get them up and running tonight. And then my goal is, now literally I could run wires to them and be done in like 10 minutes, but I want to live stream and do it with you guys and hang out. So that's kind of why I'm not just doing them and calling it a night. All right, so these, the way these are run, I'm going to cut this one. I have a lot more slack right here. Why do I have so much more slack? Oh, let's do it this way. Let's do it like that. That's much better. Keeps these guys down here out of trouble. I almost want to layer them like that. I know, most people aren't thinking, am I overthinking it? Probably. But I take pride in my work. All right, I'll show you, give you guys a tour as to what we did here. Zip ties. Get your zip ties. I'm just so glad we got the stream up and running. Oh my gosh. After all that. All right, I'm going to check chat real quick, and then I'll show you guys what we got here. Oh my gosh. The miners under, yeah, you're right. We'll do good there. Veteran miner cables are premier. Dude, they're awesome cables. Check your breakout board. It looks like it was coming apart. I'll double check. I think RPM had a video about it. Yep. Okay. One rig of 5 1660 supers. Nice. 3060, 3070s with your Mystic miners. Oh, those are nice. Daniel Keller. What's up, dude? I caught your State of the Union today. Very nicely done. Can you validate, Daniel Keller? I caught parts of it. Did I hear Coinbase and who else was the other platform? Are you guys actually getting like, you guys going to be registered on there, or are you guys just using them as, like, how are you guys utilizing Coinbase? Were you guys finally able to get on there for a reasonable, you know? You're doing it wrong. Cut the zip ties at a 45. What, so they can cut me when I... Right? All right, so I'll show you guys what we're doing up here in the shed. So here's what we ended up doing. So zip tied them coming out nice and clean to the rack, so they're not moving anywhere. They're good to go. So now you're going to have your air exhaust out the back of each of them, and then also out the back of this guy. Now, these are just 2, 4, 5 I have up here now. This entire rack will be filled. We have 20 mini ASIC miners total between iPolos, between all those guys. Let's see here. Do you have any KD lights? I have one KD light actually coming on the way. A KD light and a KD max. Cable management 101. That's all right. Daniel Keller, the man himself. All right, cool. So those are good. I'm going to check the front, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. Just checking my, yep, breakout board's good. I appreciate you mentioning it just to be safe. I'm also just checking all my cables are pushed in all the way, which is another big plus. All right, cool. Remember, check the breakout board. I checked it. It's good. I just checked it. We're good. All right, I'm going to take a drink real quick. And then we're getting back to work. All right. So I think I'm going to need one more breakout board up here for now, because I have an iPolo to power, and I have, which one is this one? This is the Mini Doge Pro. That other one must be the Cardano miner that we have going on. So let's find a home for you guys. Man, the iPolos are designed so poorly. Like, let's put power cables on the front, or your power spots on the front, and then your Ethernet on the back. Somebody was drunk when they were coming up with this guy. All right, so let me remember. The iPolo, let's see which one this, I can try to remember how much power this one uses. Let's go back to the, over here. Nice. All right. Hello. Okay. So what I wanted to check was the iPolo, how many watts this guy uses. This is the V1 Mini SE, because I want to see if I can get by with a 750 watt. So let's see here. No, we're not using the power supply. We'll use the, I always use the server power supplies. Let's go to ASIC miner value real quick. I can't really share my screen. I'm on a laptop, one screen. So V1 Mini, V1 Mini SE. Stay. Okay. V1 Mini. SE. Let's see what this one does. This one does only 116 watts? Are you kidding me? Really? That's it? Wow, okay. 106, is that right? 116 watts? Can somebody confirm on iPolo's website? That just doesn't sound right. And then this is the Mini Doge Pro. Yep. Okay. We absolutely can get away with 750 watt then. Mini Doge Pro. I mean, I might put a 1200 watt. Yeah, it's 220. Okay. Yeah, we're at 336. Let's see. 230, 240. My gold one runs at 240. Yeah, I was crazy. So maybe I'll just do a 1200 watt for now because leave room for expansion because I'm going to have a bunch of those other units coming in. So that's maybe what it will do. So we're going to... we'll set it up. Yeah, so what I was doing with my iPolos was I was just running my iPolos off of a 1200 watt power supply. Is what I went with before. And that worked out well. The one thing I do have to do is... Where's my scissors? Got my Paladin scissors. I do have a roll of that toolbox liner. And I know my room is super limited on space in here, guys. Super limited on space. Here's what we got. The wattage should be listed on the device. Oh, that's true. Check near the inside plug. Let's check here. Oh, it does say it on there. 130 watt. Yeah, plus or minus. You're right. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut my toolbox liner to be the proper size. Dude, I have stuff everywhere right now in this shed. It's just... After we get some stuff in place, it'll be much better. But right now, we got stuff everywhere. I just need some place to work. All right. So we're going to lay that down, and then we're just going to cut it out. I do give a little bit of extra space, little overlap to be safe. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you were super anal, you'd use like a ruler and measure it, and I'm like, nah, we're good. This is just to act as a barrier. Just to act as a barrier between the racking and the actual power supply. So see, now we're just going to take it. There you go. Ta-da! All right, cool. Let's take this stuff down here. And then what we'll do is we're going to run our C13 cables tonight to each of these spots. Turn that around. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Put it there. Let's see what we got. We need 2 cables for the iPolo. And I need 1 cable for the Mini Doge Pro. Now I do want to make sure everything goes in for the iPolos, which should be nice. And we'll see how we make out, which will be cool. So the iPolos, the 6 pins are a little buried in, like they're a little farther back. But with the Veteran Miner cables, they do click, which is really nice. Definitely want to make sure they're seated entirely in there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hate with the iPolos that these cables are like this. Like, in the front of the units. Drives me insane. I know, real world problems. I know. Drives me insane, though. Really does. I might even... No, that'll work. And then this guy is going to go on this side. Next shed, you should be building us. Dude, I know. Man. I've already said many times, my shed needs to be twice the size. But it just forces me to, like, I am limited with my space. I'm just forced to, you know, kind of to stick with what we got. So, yeah. I think in the next bull run, I I thought about this doing like a much larger shed, but it's gonna have to be at somewhere else. Like, I don't have the property to do another like one like this. Plus like the electric rates and stuff. I don't know. Who knows, you know? Who knows? All right, so we're up here hanging out while you guys are down there. So I'm just going to get this plugged in, and then I'll bring you guys up and show you guys what we got going on, what we've done. Yeah, see, these ipolo cables almost fight me a little bit because of this massive loop that's been created with these ipolo cables. Man, that's a pain in the ass. I might go down and under with those. They're just so long because they're literally like, these are literally, I don't know, what would you say? 6 inches from where they need to be. And now I got this like massive loop of, yeah, but I got a 3-foot, it feels like a 3-foot PCI cable. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to loop it around. And then I'll Velcro it to the, or not Velcro, zip tie it to what I need it to be. Zip tied to. That's a pain, man. That's a real pain. Like, hobbyist, stop complaining. All right, I got my solo Bitcoin miner. My solo Bitcoin miner. We're going to use this as a rest for the camera. It actually isn't working very well. They're actually sending me a replacement Raspberry Pi because that is, it's only hashing at like 11 or 12 gigahash, and it should be at something like 300 or something crazy, is my understanding. So they're actually going to send me a replacement, which will be cool. All right, taking a drink. Checking chat. All right, we're looking good. Do you have any belinks? I don't. I do not. All right. By the way, it's 60 degrees in the shed right now. I have a heater on. I ran it at my L3 Plus for a little bit. Because I was like, I'm a miner. I'm going to use heat with that. And it was a good idea. But I'm going to move this. It actually wasn't pumping out enough heat. And I didn't want to be... It isn't actually too loud right now. With like the winter and stuff like that. Like it's with cooler because it was 28 degrees in here. But I didn't want it to be too loud with the stream. So I have a space heater over here. For right now. That's not... That's only going to be in here until we, that's a pain in the butt, man. These cables, they're fighting me so much. I'm trying to make it look good. The goal is to get the farm plugged in. That's the goal. And get everything, some stuff plugged in and powered on tonight. I don't even know what time it is. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's see if I can zip tie some of this. Man. Did anyone power on today at all with the pumps, everything going on? Or most of you guys off right now? I got my electric bill for the last 2 months of being off. Like, something's going on with PPL Electric. That's my electric provider. There's something wrong. Like, I didn't get an electric bill for last month. And they just kind of skipped a month. They were having, like, technical issues. So I bet you it's going to come back. But I've had my miners off for 2 months. Guess what my bill was just for 1 month? Went from, like, $1,000 down to, like, 280 bucks. I was like, hell yeah. Now, that was for 3,800 watts. I did have a few things on. That'll work. Dude, these iPolos, man. These cables. Garbage. I'm getting so frustrated with these. I want them to sit in a certain spot, and I want the cables to go a certain way. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I'm just leaving it right there. Being too anal. Too anal. Let me get a few more zip ties in for this guy, and then I'll show you guys what we got going on. All right. Let's put this like right here. Can't really tell what you guys can even see right now. There we go. We'll put this right here. That'll work. And then I'll give you guys a little tour, show you what we did, and then we're going to run our C13 cables, and these should be ready to go. Ready to do some work. Heck yeah. We'll have to see how many watts we're using too. I don't even know anymore. I do have my Jazzminer X4Q. I just powered it up to, or X4-1U. I just powered it up today in my garage. I have to do the chump change mod on it at some point with the fans. All right, cool. So another 1200 watt, one PCI cable going into our mini Doge Pro. Then we have our iPolo cables coming out. They're going under and then coming up on the other side there, which is pretty cool. All right, let me journey around, chat with you guys for a minute, and then we're going to run our cables down to our PDU, which will be cool. All right, let's see here. What's everyone drinking tonight? Oh. All right, catching up with chat. It's tool time. So this iPolo V1 Mini ETC miner, 300 mega hash, 240 watts, should not use the PSU, but get it. Yeah, so the power, what they come with is a power brick. It's a 300 watt black power brick. It literally looks like something from like a laptop, but it's like this big, and it wires into like, has like, and then goes into PCI cables. And then you can plug it in to like 120 or 240. But that brick gets crazy hot. I don't trust it one bit. Not one bit. BCAA. It's looking pretty good. Keep it up. You're motivating me to do some cable management. Yeah. But see, I'm okay with it taking a little while, because the value is like, once this is all done, all the wiring is going to be contained within the rack. That's my goal. I don't want cables sitting around all over the place and stuff like that. I just kind of want it in a good spot, which is nice. Okay, so we need to run two C13 and C14 cables to our power supplies, or down to our PSUs. So let me see what I can find here. Dude, I have stuff everywhere now. This middle rack is like a mess. But we're just we're working with it. We're working with it. You Bang Drink has BCAA in it too. Got it. Thank you for the reminder. It's probably terrible. Zip Tie Master? That's right. Yeah, we got our GPUs too down here. Those will be easy. Just plug in. We'll run up our power cable. Ethernet, be good to go. These I'm not going to have to worry about Ethernet because I'm going to run them off of wireless. But let's see here. I got to move this stuff. I'm gonna work on getting my S19J Pro tomorrow. I'm gonna get that because I got to do the foil tape and everything like that with the ductwork and all. Make sure that's like perfect, you know. No room for mistakes. All right, so we're gonna have to do a pretty long C13 to C14. I mean, not pretty long, but a longer one. But I don't want to go too long. I think this one's going to be too long. I'm actually going to plug it in back here. Yeah, plug it in and then just like test it to see what that length is. But I think this one's going to be too long. And I'll show you guys what we're doing. We're going to run down the post. Yeah, I think this is going to be too long. So I'm actually running down the post, kind of using that to like pipe it, if that makes sense. And then Yeah, that's a little too long. Yeah, I don't need it. That's way too long. All right, let's see what else we got. I got a bin full of these cables here, if you guys are wondering. Ow, just smacked myself in the face. That's too long. That's too short. I think so. That might actually work. Let's take a look. All right, plug you in. Come down. That'll actually work. I can actually go with a... let's just say, I might run this... I wonder if I run this way. Over to here. And then come down. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here in a minute. Come down and plug in. I like it. This one's going to go right in the front of this PDU. I like it. Alright, you come this way. I can't believe BTC hit 21. It did hit 21? Where's it down to now? Alright, so let's see how long. Oh gosh. Hang on. Alright, I think we'll be able to get the distance, guys. Wow, close up, right? Alright. So we're coming out, and I'm going to zip tie it along here, pipe it down, and then I'm going to come across this crossbar here, and then go down. And then it's going to come down, and then go, look, right into my PDU there. So that's what we're going to do. So let me do that real quick. It's at 20. Okay, dude, it hits, 25 on Monday. That'd be awesome. Be like, go, 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 go. You know that's what we're all doing, right? You know we're all pumping. We're like, yes, do it. Oh, this actually powered up. I didn't realize it powered up. Oh, no, it didn't power up. The power supply just has power. There we go. The power supply has power, but I didn't hit the power button on the breakout board. I'm like, wait, I don't hear anything. That's why. All right, so let's get this zip tied. Zip tie master, is that my new nickname? Zip tie master. Oh, I'll have to check that in a minute. Don't know what it was, but I appreciate you. Whoever you are, thank you, thank you. All right. I think tonight's going to be another late night stream, guys. I blame you. I blame you. All right, how we looking? So far, so good. Now I'm gonna pipe it. I think I'm gonna go in. No, I gotta go on the outside here and go down. I think I can go through there. And I'm gonna unplug this. I'll show you guys when I'm done. Oh, that's nice. Hang on. I can fit this inside. I can channel this. Nice. Inside of this whole thing. Oh, yes. And yes, to answer your question, I'm getting excited about cable management. Yes, yes I am. Don't judge me, all right? I didn't ask you. All right, that's coming down. Come through here. Oh my word, this is gonna be awesome. Awesome. I'm never changing it. All right, chat. Let's get this done so I can show it off to you guys. Is that funny? This man's getting excited for showing off his cable management. You bet your ass. All right, we're going to put this through here. And you guys are going to see it. You're going to go, oh, that's pretty clean. Good job. I'm going to have to invest in a zip tie company. All right, that's good. All right, it's good. I don't need any more. Keep knocking over this trash can. My space is limited. Let me cut these real quick. All right. All right, chat, you want a quick tour? Let me catch up on chat here. Okay, what do we got? At 9:30 Eastern, it hit 21. Wow. I want them all to go up. I took my profits and bought another dip. Good for you. I don't understand how certain coins are so popular. Everyone talks about them, yet they're so low price. Prices don't matter when you day trade. Oh, man, you're crazy. You're day trading right now? You're a brave man. All right, so let me show you guys what I got. So, come along with me. All right, so you can see, come out, we're zip tied here, comes over to here, channels across, and look, we actually went down inside here. We're coming down there. You can barely see it. Look at that. Barely see it, just right in here. And then I actually went under, and look at that, right into its own bank, right there. Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. One question, don't you just start at the bottom and work your way up? What do you mean? Am I supposed to do that? Is going to start yanking it like a monkey in a mango tree because there's... Whoa, whoa, maybe. Willy Wonka reference, right? All right. So that one's good. I'm going to power these on. Should I power these on? I'm going to have to, some of these might have to have I might have to wire them in, like plug them in, log into them, and then swap them to wireless. But let's turn them on. I powered them on. So these are mini Doge Pros right here. Or these are mini Doges. Those are like the Voss coin version. This is just a regular mini Doge, I think. I want to look underneath. Yeah, regular mini Doge. And then this is actually a KD Pro right here. You can hear them ramping up. I'll probably turn them off here in a minute. I want to check on the back side. You can see if you're getting a red light. Fire in the hole. See if I get a red light, which means they're not connecting via wirelessly. So I'll check that out in a minute. What's up, Bodie? Yeah, I got this 20-foot USB extension cable tonight just so I can show you guys what I'm doing and stuff, which will be pretty cool. So my other one's right here. Let me see if I can get away with. I think this is way too short. Check my cables here. This one might work for the next cable. Love those too, yeah. Gonna come back here. This might be too low. Like I might not be able to do what I just did there. I'll show you guys this in a second. I can feel the heat coming. These are all red lights. Ugh. That means I gotta log into each one of these, swap them. This will work over here. Swap them. Oh, you know what? No, the wireless, that's right. I don't have the access point plugged in out here right now. That's why that's not working. We're gonna have to plug that in before the end of the night. I think this is gonna work. I'm piping this one the same way we just did that other one, just on this side here. That's gonna come that way, come through here, and pipe right over here. I like it. There we go. Nice. I might bring you guys up there with me. Isn't it exciting to power up mining rigs? I don't care who you are. It is. It's fun. It's fun. I'll check my phone, make sure I don't have anything going on. Okay. You guys are quiet tonight. All right, so let's bring you guys back up top. Up we go. Up, up, up. Go this way. Is that good? That's good. Okay. We're at 61 degrees in our shed right now. I'm going to turn off these miners because they don't have wireless. So we're just kind of wasting. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Got to come up some. There we go. Okay. So we want to bump you that way a little bit. There we go. And we're going to pipe our cable along here. Can chat see me? Hi, chat. All right. Cord's kind of being a little wonky for me right now. It's this USB cord. There we go. Should be better. Not that you really need to see me. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not anything special. All right, there we go. Cool. Hey, is anybody in chat? Have you guys seen the whole Flux event going on? Cypherpunk. Any of you guys in chat thinking about going to that? It's in Miami in May. Just curious to hear from you guys what you guys are thinking. I'm really thinking about doing it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be my first crypto event. So I'm kind of pumped for it. I don't know if you guys, it's the Flux event. I think it'll be pretty cool. I've never been to any crypto events. I did get invited to the Bitmain had an event in Cancun. And I got invited to that. But I really couldn't make it work. It just wasn't long. Like the notice for it was like too short. And so I couldn't make it work. So I was like, eh. But I'd like to do it next time. I think if they can give me enough notice, I can make it work. I think that'd be cool. Go to like the Bitmain event. I forget what it was called. It's like W something. Don't remember the exact name of it. But that looked pretty cool. But there seems to be a decent amount of the like Bitcoin related events. But the Flux one will be cool because it's just Flux. Like it's only Flux. So that gets me pretty interested in that. I shouldn't say it's only Flux. I don't know if they're gonna have other stuff, like other things going on there. But hey, GPU mining, heck yeah. All right, let me check chat real quick. Throw out these zip ties, and then we'll keep moving. We're doing good so far. Thoughts on the iPolo V1 Mini Classic? I think it's great. I think all the iPolos are great. Yeah, I mean, you got to worry about the DAG size, but when does the DAG size hit, because they're 5 GB. When does the DAG size hit 5? Isn't it like 2028 or something? Okay. Plugged in. I'm going to get this wired up on this side, which will be good. Let's unplug that, actually. I can run down, come up. I'm doing like that same thing we just did. And I can get away with that. Yep. Yes, we can. Dude, this is so much better than the first time I wired this up. So much better. I mean, the first time wasn't bad, but just using the underbellies of all these racks, I never even thought about that. You guys are geniuses. Just seems to work so much better. All right. That side's done. Those are done. 2031? Yeah, what are you worried about? Seriously, 2031? You guys are worried about DAG files on the iPolos? Should be worried about your GPUs being, I mean, 2031, I don't think you're going to be running those same GPUs. Let's be honest here. It's getting warm in here. What is it, 62? All right, I can turn off. I hear this other one's on right now. Well, it's not on. It's just plugged in, but they're not on the breakout boards. All of us who are here should get 20 flux. Yeah, right? 20 flux for you. ETC is going to lower the DAG file size? I haven't heard that. That's pretty cool, though. All right, so those are done. The mini ASICs are done for today. I'm going to get more of them in here soon. So we're going to move on to our mid-size ASICs. So I'm going to put some stuff up here on this shelf to get it out of the way, because we got crap everywhere. Plus the mid-size are like so much cooler. All right. See, even in my shed, I got Lysol wipes. Clean the floor, mud, all that stuff. Haven't heard that. Yeah, I haven't heard either. Thinking of buying a mini ASIC? Go for it, man. Go for it. Now's the time. There's no one to tell you otherwise. And trust me, if you're going to come to me and you're like, I'm thinking about buying this. I was talking to a guy, excuse me, who was like 2 hours from me. He reached out to me on Discord. He was selling, let's see, you guys want to see? I was tempted to buy it. I told him to hit me up in a few days so I could think about it, and I decided not to. I wanted to keep my expenses down right now, just with the current market and everything. Let's see here. Where is it? Here it is, okay? You guys want to hear? How much longer can we mine with 4 GB cards? A while. I mean, it all comes down to the DAG file size for the project you're on. Okay. So he was going to sell me a RTX 2080 XC Gaming for 200, 5 Asus Dual RTX 2060 EVOs. Those are the 12 gig ones for 215 each. He had 5 of those. A 2070 XC Ultra for 190. A RTX 2080 8 gig for 200. A Asus NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super for 190. So 1, 2, 3, 5, so 8, 9 GPUs. So I had to think about it. He offered me some 1070 Ti's too. It's like, I'm good. But I wanted to buy them and put them on Flux, and I was really thinking about it. But that's a pretty hefty investment right now. Okay, so that's done. So now let's talk about our mini ASICs here. So here's our mini, or not our mini, our mid-size ASICs. We have our Goldshell X5. Now this is running the Goldshell power supply, which isn't super bad when it comes to noise. It's about the same noise level as the Bitmain L3++, or I'm sorry, the Bitmain, this is the APW, what is this? APW 3++. And we got our Bitmain Antminer L3 here. We then have another Antminer L3 This is the one with the Noctua fans, but it has this in a silicon power supply. This thing is so loud, so loud. So we're gonna get these wired up now. I'm gonna come up with the power cables from the bottom here and wire in is what I'm thinking on these, and then kind of go underneath is what I'm thinking I'm going to do with these. And then I do need to bring Ethernet up here as well for these guys. So we're going to get them set up because I would definitely want to get them running tonight. Stack that Doge and Litecoin 100%. And then we got our GPUs tonight that we're going to do. All right, so let's take a look. We're getting less stuff on the ground, which is good. I don't think I need anything in here. This is my tool bag. What's up here? A bag. Okay, we're good. More space. Space is good. Let me rotate this a little bit. There you go. Get you guys more of a view of the machines we're working on. All right, so this is going to a different PDU. I don't need my little step stool. I got step stool in here. Don't need that. So we're going to come right here. And there's a PDU right underneath. If you guys remember, we did that with the racking. Let me show you guys the PDUs real quick. And the switch where everything's kind of going down to. Give you guys a quick view of that. So, this rack is the one that this is bigger. If you remember, I had all of this. The last setup I did with this rack on the very bottom. I got rid of that. I moved everything around the other night in the live stream. So this PDU is right here. And it's got our C19 ports on it here. Each of these is 12 amps. We have a few slots on the front here. The back has, the whole back of this is all slots. We have our network, Ethernet, and then we have a whole nother PDU right over here. So those are the two PDUs. Both of these is 30 amp, 240 volt. And then we do have another one over here on the wall. And we have 3 30 amp, 240 volt. Oh, if you guys are wondering, we did go ahead and loop this on the wall there, because those are crazy long. Those PDU cables are 15 feet, and they're 10 gauge. So it's actually pretty decent gauged cable. All right. We're on this side. Our goal, actually what we can do is we can plug in and then run under, is what I'm thinking. Let's see what we got here. So I think I don't know if I have any really short red cables. I think I'm going to pull a ton of these out real quick. This one's not, okay. I have 2 different sets of cables in here. The best cables I have, they're definitely the thicker ones, are from Infinite Cables. This whole bin is filled with cables. Whole thing. I bought so many. When we first did this, I'm going to need a few of these. All of my Octominer cases, check these out. So I'm able to go into the front of the PDU with this, the C19, and then it goes into, it's actually a locking plug, and then into the Octopus cable. So these are awesome for those power supplies, which is great. So that'll work out nicely. All right. I feel like my short red ones are in here. Yes, they are. Okay. Let's try this out. Dude, it's cold in here. These are so, like, it's hard to manipulate these. Even these feel long, like just, they seem long. All right. This way. And then, I guess I can come up. I don't want to block any of my intake at all. But that's a tight 90. That cable is actually going to mess with the power supply a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to go on the outside of the rack, though. I might come this way. I don't like any cables on the outside of my racks because I don't want them to ever get snagged on anything. Dude, did chat stop updating, or are you guys just crazy quiet right now? Let's take a look here. My phone's just sitting at connecting. Let's see here. I want to make sure the stream's still live. I'm like, can we get a test in chat? Is our stream still live? Let's look here. It looks it. Let's do a test. We're here. All right, we're just chilling. Jay, just finding out. Just want to make sure. Don't get upset with me. All right, man, these power supplies, there's got to be a better way for this to stick to the, I mean, I guess I could do a double-sided tape at some point, but these that'll work. That's not too bad. Come on. I just don't like, I guess I'll put a zip tie here. It'll stop it from moving. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm doing research for the, oh, look at you. 22s. You guys hanging out with DJ too much. He had a hype live stream the other night. Good for him. Good for him. The comeback kid. It's his new nickname with all of his challenges with getting hacked. I'm so glad he got his YouTube back. That's a huge win. Huge win. He laid down, he had quite a few recent like videos and stuff. That was good. Live stream. Love you, XRP hoodie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you guys see the new Flux parallel asset they announced today? Anyone use the Nerd Gear PDU? Costs seem good. Somebody in here, I don't use them because they're never available when I wanted them. I'm using the Triplite ones. These are the Triplite PDU 1230. Really like these. But I know Panda uses those a lot. All right, so that one's here. I'm going to try to go around the back side. Oh, now I'm like stepping over all these cables here. And find a way to path this. I could come this way. Could come this way, come across here. I think that's what I'll do. The only downside about these zip ties is it's not going to make it easy if I ever want to shift things around a little bit. But that's all right. We'll figure that out when the time comes, right? Right now, we're good. Hey, I'm excited. We are like, I don't know how many minutes away from hitting the power button on all this stuff. Heck yeah. I will go through then and check to make sure everything is snug. Snug, snug, snug. We don't want any issues. See, this one has a little extra cable. I'm looking under here. Like, can I go through here? I don't think I could fit that through there. I gotta do Ethernet too. Oh my god. Thankfully, it's just a few here, but still. And the runs are pretty small. Just plug them in and walk away. It's much easier. These are going to power up as soon as I plug these in, which I don't want that quite yet. This, I think I'm going to do it like that. I think that'll work well. Just like that, right there. Yeah, let's have you go this way. There's nothing for me to grab onto there, though. That'll work. That'll work. It's power. Take it. We'll have to do a tour of this with my other camera, like a regular video. Give you guys the full kit and caboodle so you can actually see everything. Now you're just kind of seeing little glimpses, you know? Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm like, what the heck? All right, that's good there. That's good here. Yeah, there's no easy way to do that. I just hate to have extra cable sitting around. I don't like loose cables, can you tell? Yeah, we'll do it like that. That's a pain. Man. I'm just trying to find a spot for this cable here. Like tucking it up in here. That'll work. That'll work. All right, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. One more down. All right. I'm going to have to run Ethernet for that. I think I'll do the Ethernet after I get the power done. I want to get both the power cables for these done here. Let's see here. Where do you need Velcro straps? No Velcro straps at this point. I was going to, but I was like, screw it. L3 trash? No? Oh, no. Yeah, L3. What's the new parallel asset? 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩𝐭𝐨. 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩𝐿. It's actually a proof of stake. I don't know when it's added, but that's the next one. Classic RPM red cables. I have red and yellow. Let's see. Also, is it future parallel asset or is it currently? Future. When is the video of the super easy flex node coming out? I can barely remember how to put pants on, let alone a flex node. Monday. I think they announced Atom today. No, it was 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩𝐿. You related to Red Panda hobbyists? No, why? How far away from your house to the shed? It's a few feet. All right. But if you're concerned about like safety, like fires and stuff, I do have 2 smoke detectors in here. One that's tied into my house and one that is wireless that does do push notification, like alerts me on my phone, push notifications. And then also is set up for alarming. All right. That's good. That's good. Eventually I want to do like cameras and stuff in here too. Anything else you want to add to your setup hardware-wise? Oh my gosh, so much. So much. That's a loaded question. All right, let me find another cable here. That length was pretty good. This is another one of those. Oh, they're so stiff because it's so cold. All right. This one might be able to come up here. Maybe. It, like, because it's doing this, like, quick turn. Yeah, I just have to back up the power supply a little bit, but that works, actually. 'Cause I can come right through here. And then feed this back this way. That's what we'll do. Can't believe how Jax is making a comeback against the trial. I'm like, wait, what? Crypto? Did you get an alert when you burnt up your S19 or very little smoke? There was very little smoke because it was actually exhausting it out of the shed. It never actually entered the shed. When the S19 happened, when it caught on fire out the exhaust, it exhausted right out the shed. If I was outside, I probably would have seen smoke. All right, let's get that one done. Keep moving. We want to get these powered up tonight. All right, so this one, I'm gonna run back and we'll run it to here. Plug that in. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is get creative with the extra cable because the run is so short, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to get creative with it. Like, okay, where can I pipe this? You know what I mean? Like, what can I do with it? That's what I'm trying to do, because that's where my issue is I got extra even this is my shortest C13 to C14 cable, and even then it's like, what do I run? Like, I don't want to leave it hanging and just sitting there. I don't know, maybe it's just OCD. Every cable needs to be tied down. Maybe I'll regret that later. I don't know, but still. All right, let me wait to tighten that down. I want to see what that power supply is doing. I don't want it to lift anything. BTG, I have not mined BTG. All right, can I put you here? Yes. That's going to sit right there. Good, good, good. You guys got questions about all these oddballs tonight. Like just different cryptos. Not that I mind. I am spec mining something on my, I'm going to talk about it not this week, next week. I'm going to plug this in for a sec. Just going to power up a little bit. I just want to see the length of the cable that I need here. Maybe go under. Yeah, let's go under this cable here. Oh gosh. That'll work. The L3s get loud and then they quiet down. That's not the normal, like how loud they are. That'll work right there. One more down. I'm gonna zip tie this down and then I'll unplug that. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably can. I don't have any like noise cancellation on. Sorry. I'm coughing into the mic. All right, hobbyist, have you mined Grin? I haven't, but I got my first G1 Mini coming. I actually have it here. It's here. I'm going to be doing a video on it. Yeah, I'm going to do solo mining on it. And I'm going to solo mine it to 2 miners. And then have it, but pay out in Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin Gold? Yeah, yeah. All right, so that's good. So we got one more here. Dude, I got to check every cable on these suckers. Which should be good. I got to pee. All right, let's, we need another one. Nice. Dude, look at this cable. It is so cold. It's like so stiff. Which is nutty. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. So, let's get this guy under here, through here, and let's bring you up. Okay, cool. That'll work like right here. Nice, look forward to the video. Yeah, yeah. We're going to have a video on that one, spec mining that with my jazz miner using like unmineable. But I'm going to do a video on that. Oh, let's move that. Have you come this way. But that'll be 2 weeks out, I think. There's a little time on that one. I haven't recorded or anything yet. It's just, I kind of go through and try to like schedule out about, like, map out, plan out videos about 2 weeks out. But I have to be, you know, flexible, because if like something big hits the crypto scene, then I'll change my schedule around and stuff, you know, to do content on that. But I'm not really a big like news type of guy, like, oh, that just dropped out, I need to do that, unless it's something big, like, hey, this just came out or something like that. That's a little bit different. If it's like big impactful to miners, but not normally like a, hey, a new version of this miner came out. That's not really my thing. There's plenty of people that do that, and good for them, you know, like, that's awesome. All right, I might move this one up to the front here. Go up here, go this way. I think we're gonna have to go like that. It's just, there's so much slack on these cables because they are a lot long, like, what a complaint. They're too long, but I don't have any shorter cables. They're actually pretty short to start with. I think they're 4 foot maybe. All right. I'll give you guys a tour of this once we're done here. Show you guys what we're working with. Yeah, meager tomorrow. I'm going to get everything else I want in here, which will be nice. I got to go through. I have a 6600 rig that has like 6600 and 6600 XTs. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to put that in here or not. Turn on your mini ASICs for heat. I will, definitely. Are you only converting everything into BTC or other coins? No, I do have some other stuff going. But a lot of my like like jazz miners or my iPolos, like, I see no value in stacking Ethereum Classic, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm like, let's put that onto something else, you know. Plus, the nice thing is like the jazz miner, you know, it's, you know, the one jazz miner is an X4Q, so that's a gigahash on Ethereum Classic, which used to be like, can you imagine a gigahash on Ethereum Classic, or even Ethereum like a year, 2 years ago? Oh my gosh, that would have been awesome to have when Ethereum was pumping. Like, somebody was mining with those units, guaranteed, and they just call it like QAing, but somebody was mining, like, guaranteed jazz miner or whatever was mining with those then, and then like they sell them when, like, you know, things cool off. You got to, like, let's be honest here. And why no ETC? I just don't see ETC. They're not doing anything. The project isn't doing anything. Like, I'm just like, I'm good. I just don't have a lot of faith in it, that's all. Yeah. What's ETC doing? You know? So most of those I have converting. So I'm not literally, like, I'm mining Ethereum Classic, but I'm not, let me turn that off. I'm not getting paid out in any Ethereum Classic. Oh, I thought that was off. That one is so loud. Yeah, I just swap it with, I don't physically have to do it. With, you can go to Unmineable, and Unmineable, when you're mining Ethereum Classic, you can tell it what to pay you out in. I'll have a video in 2 weeks on this coin that I'm spec mining and how I'm doing that. If you guys are curious, you can do that with any Ethereum Classic miners, as well as GPUs as well, which is great for like spec mining and stuff. All right, that one's done. Bam, bam, bam. So now we just need to do Ethernet for these three, and we're good. I don't know. You guys seem to, it sounds like in chat, you guys have a lot more faith in Ethereum Classic than I do. Let's go. Let's clean up some of this. We'll move it to the side. Yeah, so NiceHash. So there's a few different ways. I actually have videos on this, guys. You should go look. I have videos on using your iPolos to go to unminable and then to get paid out in that mine Ethereum Classic, and then get paid out in whatever coin you want. I also have on that same video how to mine to NiceHash and get paid out in Bitcoin. All right, Ethernet. 1, 2, 3. This is my oh my God, open. It's my Ethernet bin right here. It's so loud. Now the nice thing is I think I have some 3-foot orange cables. Yeah, look at this. 3-foot orange cable. Rolling the dice on ETC. Yep, that is a great way to look at it. Do this way. I feel like I need to go that way. Which is better in your opinion? If you're gonna do Bitcoin, I would do NiceHash with any of your ETC miners. If you're gonna get paid out in Bitcoin. No, there's actually a difference there. So, you know, NiceHash does have KYC. So when you get paid out in Bitcoin, it doesn't go to your wallet. It goes to your NiceHash wallet, and then I think you can actually go to the NiceHash wallet and then transfer to another Bitcoin wallet, and you're good. But I'd say if you're doing Bitcoin, NiceHash is the easiest way to do it, and there is some thoughts on that actually being more profitable to mine your Ethereum Classic to NiceHash, and it swaps you to Bitcoin. And then, but if you're looking for any other coins, like you want to take a Ethereum Classic miner, like a Jazz miner or an iPolo, mine Ethereum Classic, but then get paid out in Flux, you could. But keep in mind, if you do Flux, you cannot get the parallel assets. You don't get paid parallel assets for swapping. Parallel assets are only earned from mining. So keep that in mind. That's the one thing you kind of have to think about. Like, oh man, this cable is like, these 3-foot cables are like just barely long enough. Dang it. Like, they'll work. They'll work. I don't want to get too anal. Ugh. This one looks a little longer. I might do this one for this guy. Or no, this is for that other guy. Let's look here. Those might be 3-footers, and this might be a 4-footer. Yeah. I actually have a video I'm going to be doing in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get another S19, like find another community member that has an S19J Pro, and do a video. There was an article that just came out from NiceHash. I want to see if it's actually true. That if you mine Bitcoin, if you mine to NiceHash with your S19J Pro, they're saying it's actually 6% more profitable over a 7-day period to mine to NiceHash with your Bitcoin miner than it is to mine to a mining pool. So there was an article that came out on it. So I want to actually put that to the test. So I'm in the process of, I'm a community member, chatting with them about utilizing their S19J Pro on their own, whatever pool they want, you know, whatever, not a big deal. Like whatever they decide to do, okay? On their own pool, on their own dashboard, but it has to be a brand new pool and a new wallet address. And then I want to do the same thing with mine going to NiceHash over a 7-day period. And then after 7 days, both at the exact same time, it has to be, keeping in mind the difficulty so that the test is actually like ends up being legitimate. And then that'll allow me to test if that is actually true. Do I make 6% more Bitcoin during that 7-day period? So I want to test that out and see what happens. So I think that'll be a cool test. So I'm going to do that in the next like 2 weeks. What is the hash rate of the KD Lite? I can't remember because I have 1 KD light on the way and 1 KD max. The difference with the KD max, though, you have to remember, is that's 3,000 watts. So that's a lot. Like, it's going to be easier to spread that out with the KD lights. I think the KD lights, end up being more efficient, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to see. We're definitely going to have to see the end results of that test. But I'm excited. Like, that'd be a pretty big deal. Making 6% more Bitcoin. That would be a pretty hefty amount, to be honest with you. If it's true, I think a lot of people overlook that. So I think that'll be a pretty cool test to do and try out. That I think a lot of people will overlook because of stipulations with NiceHash. I mean, hey, if we can prove it, I'm going to try to prove it. If it actually occurs or doesn't occur, you know, that'll be a good test for us to do. So I'm hoping to do that in the next 2 weeks. I have it on my schedule. I just chatting with somebody now to see if their S19J Pro. Now, like, I wouldn't use their S19J Pro like to one of my wallets or anything like that. It would still go to their wallet and stuff. It would just have to be a fresh pool and a fresh dashboard, just because I don't want to have any chance of having any like data be skewed, if that makes sense. That was my concern of like, hey, I just want to make sure it's, you know. So fresh pool, fresh Bitcoin wallet, 7 days. Doesn't matter what pool, doesn't matter what Bitcoin wallet. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm hoping to do a video on it. I got to, of course, do the test first. And then, like, the video, I could do 2 videos. One video on, like, talking about the test and doing it all. And then another in the article. And then another video on the test results. But I think it'd be fun just to do one whole video on it. Which is, I think, would work out nicely. All right, let's check with chat. MSI is gone under, but NiceHash and QuickMiner have its own tuner. Yeah, nice. KD Lite is 16.2 at 1660. Okay, got it. And then what's the KD Max? I can't remember off the top of my head. Dude, some people, they like remember all that stuff. I think like, is it Panda that remembers that like so well? Just like bam, bam, bam. All that stuff. Yeah, Nick, it's not going to be profitable. It's not going to be profitable to mine with most GPUs right now. It's not going to be profitable to mine. And the issue is like, if you're looking to cash out today, definitely not profitable. Like, trying to mine today and cash out today is crazy. There's just, it's not going to be profitable. It's going to be better to mine and then just hold on to it until a time when it's, you know, but you got to float the electric cost, that's all. What's up, D-Mining? How are you, man? We got all of our mini ASICs up top here. We're getting everything wired up. Not everything. We're missing quite a few mini ASICs up top here. But we got all these wired up for power. We only have 2, 4, 5, and then an iPolo. I'm missing 3 iPolos aren't up here. I'm missing 3 mini ASICs. And then I have 2 mini ASICs on the way. And then also the iPolo G1. So yeah, quite a few units that we're going to be adding to the top rack. Looks very clean. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'll give you guys another tour in a minute with the webcam. Because we're just about done our last Ethernet here coming in, which is great. So this will be the last Ethernet for the mid-size ASICs. The mini ASICs I'm all running off of wireless. There's going to be 20 mini ASICs on that top rack. I'm not going to run an Ethernet cable for each of them. It just seems silly when I have an access point in the shed that's like wired. Like, you know what I mean? A little overkill. And I'm not concerned. If I was concerned on wireless stability, then I would run it, but I'm not concerned. Everything's hardwired up till here, so. All right. I think I just have to do that one. No loose cables, the best we can at least. That's kind of my goal. There we go, that'll work. I'm hiding. I'll give you guys a tour in a second. If you guys are just joining, we had a bunch of stream issues at the top of the stream. That's why like this stream might not be the one linked or whatever that you followed. I had to restart and stop the stream 5 times until I figured out the issue. That was my fault. I had a 4K video uploading, then I had my Flux node on, and then finally I just had to reboot the laptop and we were good to go. So it's real world problems, you know. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a tour on the front of what we got done so far. All right. Hello, hello. Okay. So top rack, taking a look. We got our 1i Polo. This is just what we're going to power up tonight. We have a lot more hardware. 1200 watt power supply with breakout board. We got the veteran miner cables here. Awesome. Mini Doge Pro. Then on this breakout board, we have Mini Doge. These are the Voss coin versions. A regular, these are Mini Doges. Yep, another Mini Doge. And then this is actually a KD Pro. Here, down here, we have our 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 X5. Got our power Ethernet, Bitmain, Antminer L3 Plus, Ethernet and our power, Ethernet and power for another L3 Plus. This is the one that has the Noctua fans on it. I'm not concerned about this power supply, 𝐂𝐫𝐲 one. This is a Bitmain one, but I'm very concerned about how loud this one is. This is the silicon, so we're probably going to have to replace this. Or use a 1200 watt power supply. We have some extras over here. Here is the bottom, our mid-size shelf that used to be on the floor. It's now mid-shelf. I got to plug these in. I don't have a lot of these plugged in yet, but I do have everything piped. PDU here. This is our switch. This is our one L3 Plus. Our switch is on that side. I'll give you guys a tour on that side. I'll go over there in a minute. Another PDU with a few things on it. So I'm going to drop you guys over here. Trying not to drop, but let me walk around. Wanted to show you guys on this side so you can see where everything came over. All right. Woo! Sorry. All right, so you can see our PDUs here. So this one's going to go into this bank. This one's going to go into that bank. Everything's zip tied in and piped over. Our switch. We have our cables coming in. Orange cables right now. Purple is our uplink. Over here, we only have the one. So like this right side has the up top there, the 1200 watt power supply with the breakout board, and then the other one on the outside. But yeah, so it's so nice. I actually took this idea from Panda as to be putting my PDU and network in the middle. Makes it a nice central point to work with. Both my PDUs, these are 10 gauge cables, come over. It's a 15-foot cable, so I do have it spooled here, and then they're running right up into our meters here. This is the right one, here's the left one, and then this one is dedicated to this PDU, which I'm going to be getting set up tomorrow, my S19J Pro down here. Has to, you see, we winterized this, and now we're screwing it. We're going to be getting it all set up, so, yep. All right, let me pass you guys back over. So, quick little tour of everything we got done so far tonight. A little bit at a time. All right, so I want to work on our GPU rigs now and get them up and running. And then we're going to power these up tonight. There's so much stuff in here. It's crazy. So, quick tour. Thank you guys for joining me so far tonight. All right. I think we're good there. All right, so we have 3 GPU rigs down here. We have this Octominer that has 3 1070s or 3 3070s in it, room for expansion. This miner dude has 3060s and 3060 Ti's, and then, sorry, this Polo miner has all my 1660 Ti's. So I'm going to get those wired. I want to show you guys the wire we're going to be using. It's a little bit different than most are using, but I'll show you guys how that's going to work with our PDU. Come here. These cables are so stiff because it's cold. All right. So, octopus cable. A lot of you guys have seen with your, this one's actually a 3 octopus cable, which means this one I think is for my X12. But octopus cable that goes into a locking plug. You see this here? This is actually a locking plug that takes it from the C13. Oh, hang on. It's true locking, huh? There we go. So here's your octopus cable, and then we go into, I think this is a C19 or C20, I can't remember. But then it goes into this guy here, okay? And it's locking, clicks in, and then it's going to go into our C19 cable that goes into our PDU, which is nice. Our PDU has a few of those, 12 amps, right on the front. So that's what we're going to be using to make this work. It's going to be a pretty straight upright to get to here now that I think about it. I'm going to have to take a look on that side, see what this is going to look like. Because this used to be a really small run. Like height, I need a different one. This isn't the one I need. I think that's for the X12. These are a lot longer. Yep. These I got plenty of length on. I was concerned on length, but I got plenty of length on these. All right, so we're going to plug in to our PDUs back here. I think these are 1200 watts each, I think, is in the Octominer X8 Ultra. There's 4 of them. I'll have to look at some point. Let me look here real quick. You can pull these out. I'm going to take a look. These are these are 750 watt. I thought they were at 1200, but that makes more sense. Okay, so that's our octopus cable. Hello, can you see me? I'm hiding. I'll show you guys this in a second. So we need to make a beeline to the front of our PDUs with these. I didn't fully think about this, but these I'll have to go to the front of the PDUs because I have 12 amp banks on the front. So I'm just going to poke this up. Now, each of these PDUs goes to 130 amp, 240 volt. So let's do some quick math here, should we? Looks good. I was window shopping on eBay for my first miner, maybe a 79 to see how many electric bill will look like. Oh, your electric bill, or Z9. Your electric bill is going to be very high. Like, electric's going to be your biggest expense. So let's see, 30 amp times 240 volt is 7,200 watts, but we can't use all 7,200 watts, times 0.80, the 80% rule, 5,760 watts. So we need to make sure we stick to that. Okay, so this can come up here. I don't have a ton of slack here. This is going to be really interesting. Let's see. I think this is going to power up as soon as I plug it in. Yep, let me turn this off. That's loud. Is it going to stay off? I wonder if I got... Nope, gotta do this one. Take off. Okay. Whew. Sucking through that color. Holy heck. Look at that shelf now. This one, yeah, this has all of our mid-size. What's up, New England? How are you, man? We got this one done. We got our mini A6 up here. We still got lots more. The whole row is going to be mini A6, but they're all either inbound or so like that. Good evening from Seattle. Hello, hello. So yeah, Gold Shell X5. We've been wiring everything up, zip tying it to racks, getting it locked down, which has been pretty cool so far. So a little bit at a time, guys. A little bit at a time, but we're getting there. These are all on wireless. Everything's off right now. Tonight's gonna be the first night that I get everything powered back up. Red Panda Mining. We talked about you a lot today, about OCD. So let me give you guys a quick tour since we got a bunch of people coming in. Did Chump Change's stream end that all of a sudden some people are coming in to say hi? But I'm gonna give you a quick tour with our webcam. I added a 20-foot USB cable to our webcam. Read my comment, please. What is this here? Dakota Mining. I am not related to Hobbyist Miner. I would rather walk over broken glass just to sniff the... Screw you, Red Panda Mining. So I'll show you guys real quick. We did breakout boards up here. Breakout boards with a 1200 watt power supply with the Vetra miner cables. We don't have all of our mini ASICs at all. This whole rack will be filled, just not tonight, with iPolos and mini ASICs. We then have another one over here. You guys can see breakout board there with our power supply there. Then we have our L3+, Gold Shell X5. And then down below here is our PDU that we have. I took this idea from Red Panda. I'm going to give you credit, Panda, as to moving the PDUs and the network switch to the middle of the rack. This was a recommendation that I stole from you, Panda, and I appreciate it. I used to have this at the floor, and moving it to the middle rack is so much easier to manage. And I also increased the spacing between here, so I actually had room to work with. So PDU, switch. I got chump change on here. This is my original switch for mining. Chump change, Shinji, GPU risers, crypto shaped. My other PDU over here. Down below here, we're getting these wired up. These are actually the last things we got to get wired up for tonight. We're not wiring up everything, just a few things. 3070s in this rig, 3060 and 3060 Ti's, and then these are 1660 Ti's. These are the MSI Gamer X's that we did. But yeah, we got everything piped in. Pretty good to go. Orange cables are my Ethernet. These guys I'm all running on wireless up here, only because of the fact I didn't want to run. This whole shelf will be filled, but I think we're right around 20. We have the 3 more iPolos that are in another room, heating up a room. I have 3 other mini ASICs in another room. I have the Grimm G1 Mini coming on its way, the KD Box Pro 2 on the way, the CKB 2 on the way. So this whole rack will be filled. There'll be 20 total up here is what we're doing. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I am going to get the S19J Pro up and running tomorrow. Not going to have time tonight for it. So yeah, it should be pretty sweet. So looking forward to it. Just been getting work done. Chump Change's stream must have stopped. All you fun kids coming over to say hi. Appreciate it. Yeah, I had so many issues with my stream. You guys will laugh it looks like there's quite a few fellow content creators in here. What's up, Hawk? Welcome, man. Chump Change. Hey, guys. Panda. Hello, hello. New England. I had so many issues getting my stream up and running because of 2 reasons. First reason, I tried to go live uploading a 4K video, and it saturated my upload. And I completely forgot that I had a video uploading. So I remembered that after about 2 or 3 attempts. Then I forgot I had a Cumulus node up and running, killing my upload, and unplugged that. That was about a 3rd or 4th or 5th try. So yeah, so that's why my stream was going up and down. It was a freaking clusterfuck. But I'm glad we're good to go. Stream on your night. You know, I looked. I'll be honest with you, Chump Change. I did look. I know you normally stream on Saturdays with the guys. And I did check a look, and you didn't have anything scheduled earlier today. So I was like, okay, cool. I don't think he's streaming tonight, so I'll stream. And then I saw you're streaming, and I'm like, well, that's okay. The people will go watch you, and then when you're done, they'll come stop by and say hi. What's up, Fully Electric? How are you guys? So we're getting the shed up and running. This week, I'm going to have a video on how I figured out my electric, got it under control. If everything works out the way I need it to, I'm going to talk about this in a video this week. I'm going to be at 7 cents. Only 2 years, right? I didn't know. It wasn't sure. But yeah. So, so we'll be at about 7 cents is where we're going to be at. So I'm excited about that. It's going to cost me a pretty good amount, though, per month. But it's going to be something I've decided that I can float and bank on the crypto investment is pretty much what it's going to be. So looking forward to it. So I'll talk about that this week. All the work that went into and electric companies I talked to and stuff like that to get everything up and running. So tonight I'm getting a bunch of stuff up, and then tomorrow I'm not going to stream it, but I'm going to get everything else up and running in the shed, which will be great. I got a bunch to bring out. I'm not going to be mining with my 470s, my 570s, or my 580s. The 470s, I'm chatting with somebody about selling them next week. The 470s, I'm sorry. The 570s need a lot of love, paste, pads, new fans. And the 580s are good. Most of those are the XFX, but I'm not going to mine with them right now. I do have a bunch of 6600s and 6600 XTs. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to mine with them, and if I am, what I'm going to mine with them. And do you guys have any recommendations, the 6600s or 6600 XTs, what I should put them on? My other GPUs, I'm probably going to put everything else, those GPUs on Flux. You have a bid on a Z9. Good luck. Good luck, man. So the more power you use, the lower your rate. Yes. So I'm going to go over that in the video. It's actually really interesting. So I got my lowest electric bill in forever. It takes like some time for like my mining to fall off. Took about 2 months, but my electric bill is $275. I was like, oh my God, that's not what's going to be mining, but that's what it is like this past month with having barely any rigs on. I mean, I have a few mini dojas like heating the house and stuff, but $275. I was like, hell yeah. So it worked out well. So yeah, so my goal is going to be 16,000 watts is going to be my goal. We're going to see if we can hit it. I do have a number of mini ASICs coming in, which aren't heavy hitters. But then I do have a KD Lite coming in. I have a KD Max coming in. As I said, the KD Pro 2, the CKB Box 2, and then the iPolo G1 Mini as well. Chump change with Inspire, yes. Oh my gosh, I have been on the phone with managers, managers at Inspire, I don't know, for 4 weeks now, nailing that down. So it should be pretty sweet. But yeah, I got everything locked down. I signed everything the other day. I'm locked into 12 months. So it should be pretty sweet. My delivery, and I'll explain this more in the video, because I know everyone's electric bill is very different. While you guys are here, Pennsylvania has 2 sides of the bill, right? Delivery side and supply. Delivery side, you can't shop. But when I got my solar panels 3 years ago, I locked in my delivery side at 4 cents. 4 cents is my delivery side. So yeah, so that's good to go. And then on the left-hand side is my supply side, and my supply side, I'm locked in at $409. So that kind of gives you an idea. So I broke it. I did a full price breakdown matrix to show as I use more watts, what my rate will be. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, you literally just take your total bill cost and divide it by the total kilowatts you use. So that's what it comes down to. So yeah, so it's pretty sweet. I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'm going to explain it more this week, because I literally have spent the last 8 weeks talking to a million different, shouldn't say a million, it's probably about 25 different supply companies and PPL, my electric company, to try to find something that would work. Like, what can I make work? What can I make happen? So I want to share it with people, because there is a chance, like there are opportunities out there, but it is a boatload of work. And my rate changed with Inspire, like they were quoting me 4 different times over 1 month, which is nutty. So yeah, so I'm excited, real excited about it. Yeah, chump change, it's really nutty. Yeah, Inspire was the hardest to work with. But I also was super careful, and I actually like had them fill out like a questionnaire. Yeah, Inspire's actually gotten pretty crazy. So Inspire used to advertise $79 for their unlimited plan for 2 months on a trial, and then they would evaluate. I found out what they don't evaluate your electric during your trial period. They actually just take those 2 months and look at your 12-month history, and then they come back and give you a price. So they came back and originally told me it was only going to be $79. I literally have an email. This is going to be crazy. I'll talk about it this week. I have an email from them that says, hey, your trial period's done. Your new price is $79 a month. That put me at 4 cents total for my whole bill. I was so ecstatic. And part of me should have kept my mouth shut, but I reached out to Inspire with a questionnaire. Literally, it was like 10 questions that I sent to Inspire, and they were like to cover my ass. The first question was like, my contract date starts on this date. Is that correct? My contract date ends on this date. Is that correct? My price per month of supply is this much. Is that correct? Like, I literally questioned them on everything so that if they tried to kick me off the plan, I could go back and be like, sorry, I have it in writing. Or sorry, your price says this. I have it in writing. So I went to town on like, what would make me not eligible? If my electric goes up or down, does my rate change? Like, so they forwarded it on to a manager, and then it just went weeks on end talking with different people. So yeah, I hope to get 7 cents USD at my 400. Yeah, that'll be crazy, dude. That'll be crazy. I need to 16,000 kilowatt hours is what will put me at the 7 cent range. If I'm at 15 cent, or I'm sorry, if I'm at 5 cents, it'll be at the 15,000. I think it's like 15, 14, and 13 are all there. Does it help to get free solar? Yeah, like my solar doesn't do anything. I don't even calculate my solar in, to be honest with you guys. As I said before, I have 44 panels, 305 watt panels each. But Pennsylvania only has, at peak season, only has 3.9 hours per day of peak sun. And even on the best months, even on the best months, your peak season months, like the summer, when the sun is most powerful, I think it gives me like, my setup gives me like 1800. Like it'll cover 1800. So that's like great. That's like what? One mining rig? I mean, granted, with all efficiencies now, it's a few, but that's not covering, like, you're not going to do a lot of ASICs and stuff. So that I did my solar panels though, well before I got into mining. Like when I was not mining, my solar was covering my electric bill at my house in full, which was awesome. And then I discovered mining and learned that, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, in Phoenix, I looked in Phoenix. Phoenix is 6.9 hours per day. So like, I think, yeah, Mining King has solar panels. He's kicking it, dude. Good for him. Yeah, you're in a lot better spot. 6.9. Yeah, you really got to look up online. I mean, knowing what I know now, I would have like never gone solar if I knew I was going to get into mining because it wasn't worth it. My system was $26,000. And granted, I didn't install it or anything like that. Company installed it, did everything, and it's set up for net metering, so it uses my solar entirely first when it goes through my house. All right. My feet are starting to freeze standing over here because it was 28 when we started the stream, by the way. 28 inside the shed. It's now 57 because I have a heater on. Let me get these 2 other cables in place. Let me show you these cables real quick. For those of you guys that just joined, bam, these are the cables we're using for our GPUs. So you know how you have your Octopus cable, right? So from the Octominers. So this guy, hang on here, if I can, it's a locking cable. So this is what you guys are used to seeing with your like Octominer, right? I think this is C19. Somebody in chat, it's either C19 or C20, I can't remember. But it plugs into this locking plug. Okay, so bam, we plug into our locking plug. And these are nice. It's got the little trigger on the side. Then it goes into, and this is either the C19 or C20, I can't remember. But then this plugs into my PDU. So on these PDUs, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different banks for these that are each 12 amp each. So these work out great and work really well. These are actually from Infinite Cables. So yeah, I actually never heard of them until Panda had mentioned them. The only downside is these cables are so stiff because it's so cold out here. Yeah, solar panels are not a bad idea, but I wouldn't. Chump Change has great like videos and stuff like that on the solar stuff, and I'm not against it, but like it's really hard to like try to cover your whole farm with solar, right? Like you would have to put such a huge expense in. And yeah, I mean, do it yourself, I think is the way to go. Absolutely, if you're going to do solar. But like, I don't know. Solar panels to me are not efficient. And maybe I'm wrong. You guys are probably going to be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. And maybe that's the case. But solar panels, I think, are not efficient enough yet. I feel like they need to become more efficient. Not that they're going to become them, but technology needs to advance Like, I feel like solar panels need to go from like 300 watts to like 1,000 watts in order to really be talking about like using them for mining. But then you got to have cost in mind and stuff too. It's just, yeah. As I said, I would never buy solar like and think it's going to go ahead and cut. Because here's the thing, like, how much are you going to invest into solar, right? And when are you going to break even on that? You're not. I mean, seriously, what are you going to invest? Like, not everybody is a chump change who can go do that all themselves or has the skill set, you know, to do it themselves. So it's like, are you going to invest to have that installed? Like me, for example, like $26,000 and it covers 1,800 watts. Yeah, you're going to need a lot more. And then when are you going to make that money back? You're not. You're not going to make that money back. By the time you buy all your mining equipment and everything, it's just, yeah. What I think is awesome is for mining, like, I look at it, it's like hydro. It's just continuous water, you know? It's awesome. Like, it's constant. It doesn't die out. So that, I think, is a huge win. All right, this one's going to power up, I think, when I plug this in here. Yep. I'm going to power those off for now. We'll power everything up in a few minutes. Oh, I forgot. I have this down here. They're actually sending me a new one of these. The Mars lander. Mine only does like, it stopped doing like 250 or 200, 250, whatever. It does like 11. So they're sending me a new Raspberry Pi is what they're sending me, I think, which is just like that little green unit in there. I'm excited to get my S19J Pro back online tomorrow. I'm excited to do that. That'll be cool. Your first mining location has 24 kW solar panels. Solar, 64 panels. Each panel only costs $80. Full DIY install with me. And if, dude, good for you, dude. That's awesome. Like, hey, if you guys have the skill set and can do it, do it. 100%. Like, hell yeah. Do it yourselves, guys. That's a smart. So how many kilowatt hours does that provide you? Mine's only 13 kW. Yeah, I think Galaxy, that's a really good point. Like, I know Chump Change does that. Like, a small solar setup for small scale for, like, USB miners and Chia miners, like, super efficient ones, really smart. Really smart. Okay, I got one more of these to wire in. I don't need the octopus cable because it is this is the Polo miner. It just has like one of those like bigger like Bitcoin power supplies in it, like 2,000 watt power supplies in it or whatever. All right, this is actually too long. Let me see if I can get a shorter one. And then I just got to get these guys Ethernet, and then we'll be ready to power them up, which will be cool. I'm excited. It's been too long. I'm trying to find a shorter red cable. I got red and yellow, and I should be more OCD and like coil these up at some point. Dang, I think this is the shortest I got. It's actually really long. I'm gonna have to clean these up more tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, these are just gonna plug in on this. Man, this cable, I gotta find a shorter cable. That cable is way too long. I'm trying to use red ones here, but I don't think I have a shorter red one. Might have to go with yellow. Yeah, those are way too long. All right, give me a short yellow one. That one's really short. That one's like 3 foot? No, it's got to be a little bit more, maybe 4 foot. Knocking over my trash can. Kind of stream what you're doing here. All right, I'm gonna pipe it through. All right. That's good. All right, I just got to get Ethernet to these guys. 3 Ethernet cables and we're good. We can put away all these C13, C14 cables. On perfect sunny days with 2 inverters, 100 amp. Interesting. Okay, that's very cool. No, my OCD, not color matching. I know, right? I know. I know. Trust me, I know. All right. This whole bin is C13 and C14 cables. All right. What is this one? Oh, this is a C19. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. I forgot. I actually got this with my... This is actually pretty convenient. This is a C19 to the C13. I forgot I had this cable. All right. All right. I don't even know what time it is. Dude, it's 12:15 at night. What are you guys doing here? All right, so Ethernet. Ethernet. I'm going to have to clean up these cables tomorrow. Because they're bothering me hanging down. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like anything hanging down. All right. I still got that heater going in here. It's cold outside, too. You hear that wind whipping around and stuff? All right. These, I think, are too short. These are like 3-foot cables. Those aren't going to work. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to get our S19J Pro up and running. Woot! I don't think I'm going to do a live stream for that. We're just going to get it done. Live streams are fun, but it makes everything take 10 times longer. Versus all right, I'm just going in there and banging it out, you know? All right. Let's see here. And then we'll get some stuff powered up. How's that sound? Woo! Who's excited? This guy's excited. Booting up mining rigs. Music to my ears. I might use that cable. This is another 3-footer, but that might be... this 3-footer might work. Let's see here. I haven't had mining rigs going for a little while in here in the shed. I made sure I vacuumed and mopped it before I put equipment back in here. Had to make sure it was tip-top shape. I have a lot more to put back in here, but we're going to do that. We'll do that another day. I'm not going to do that on stream. All right, let's see. I got one more Ethernet cable here. Because I got a bunch I got to clean up here tonight, too. All right. Plug this in. 30. I still got to go into Hive and get some of these things set up. I got to get the Wi-Fi working in here. We got work to do in here tonight, boys and girls. But I have my laptop plugged directly into the into the uplink because I thought that was part of my issues when I was having problems. So I unplugged the uplink. I don't think I can fit this here, can I? Yes, I can. Nice. Get this out of the way. So much shit in here. Okay. All right. So everything's got power in one way or another, which is cool. I do got to move some stuff around. Ooh, I can hear the wind whipping through. Let's see. Where is the beer? I've been drinking an energy drink. Keep me going here. Let's check. Hang on here. Hang on here. Please hold. All right. I wanted to check. Let's go to. You could drink beer for us all. Thank you. Please do. Appreciate it. It's 26 out right now, and that's without the wind chill. All right. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get things powered up. Oh, shit. I can power things up here. But, I might lose connection for a second. I think you guys are going to lose me for a second when I power some things up. Okay? So I'm going to give it a minute. We're going to swap. We're going to lose me for a second, and then I'm hoping the stream comes back. It doesn't shit the bed. So we're going to try it. I'm going to give it a minute for the stream to catch up here before this happens, and then we'll do it. Are we back? Let's see if it came back. Trying to ping here. All right, says we're reconnected. We're going to give the stream. Guys, let me know when we're back. Hold on to your butts. That's right. That's right. This is my wireless. Let me get this wired in real quick. Yeah, it's a really long cable. I'm going to have to pipe that in tomorrow. I'm getting sloppy now. You guys all show up and I'm getting sloppy on my OCD-ness. For now, I'm just going to plug it in, and then tomorrow we're going to clean the hell out of this shed. There's so many things I need to fix and get cleaned up. All right. Plug that in. Whew. What are we on this side? 57 right now? That's 57 before we even turn on the exhaust fans in here. That's right. I drink beer, but I do roll smoke. There you go. There you go. All right, so we're back, right? You guys see me? We're good? Hello, hello. You guys can confirm that for me. All right, so I'm going to wait for I got an access point right here on the wall. So I just plugged this in Genius. I put labels, by the way, on like everything for the IP addresses. Labels on everything. Hi. So just plug that in. I'm going to give it a minute, and then we can power these on. These are going to be the quieter units. But I don't know if I may have to plug in Ethernet to each of those and go in. I can't remember what Wi-Fi they're on, so I have to take a look. Any thought on some business advice so you can write off your expenses? Yeah, so I have an LLC. So this year, 2022, the entire shed is written off as a business expense. All my mining hardware is business expenses. So yeah, works out well. So they're powering up behind me. We'll quiet down a little bit in a minute. I do have the IP addresses on them. Let's see, where's this one? Let me check here. Whew, my feet are cold. We got 1 blue light and 4 red lights. It's either 75 or 69. Oh, we got some blue lights coming on. That's good. It's a good sign. 75 or 69. Let's look here if I can ping it. Yep, 75. Okay, cool. So iPolo's good. I think the only one that's not is the 𝐂𝐫 Pro here. Let's look here. Yeah, so I have all of my devices on my network have a static. Oh wait, this one's a new unit. Yeah. I don't have a label on this yet. Ooh, all of my devices on my network, I have a DHCP reservations on them. So they always have the same IP addresses for wired and wired, and then I have a label on them. So it doesn't matter where I plug them in, they always have the same IP address. I don't give them any statics, just DHCP reservations. Let me plug that in real quick, and we can get that swapped over. And then I can swap it to wireless. I want to get all of these Ethernet cables. I'll show you guys real quick. These Ethernet cables, super skinny. I love these cables. You guys have any of these? These cables are awesome. All right, all of these are on. They're pumping out some heat. I'll take it. I don't have any exhaust on in here yet. All right, so I just plugged it in via Ethernet. I'm going to check on my phone for what the IP address is for this. And then I can bump it over real quick. All right, so let's see. Let's go into our port management. Oh, not port management. DHCP IP reservations. All right, we're looking for the KD. Let's look here. Mini Gold Shell, Bitmain S19J Pro, Gold Shell KD Pro Miner. I think this is it. Yep, bing, bing, bing. All right, I'll log into it. I got to put a label on it. You guys got to remind me. Put a label on your KD Pro. I'm going to make a note of that right now on my phone so I remember to do it tomorrow. Because I need the wired connection and the wireless need a label on it. Label on KD Pro. Okay. So I'm logged into it now. Let's see. Oh, is there not wireless on this unit? No, wrong spot. I was like, what in the hell? Let's try here. I'm taking a guess. I don't remember the wireless password because it's pretty complicated. Let's see. We'll see if that's it. We'll see if that's it. I guess I could look at the APs in here. I could check there. Let me check that real quick. You guys can't see my screen, I know. I'm literally on a laptop right now. My feet are freezing in here. Freezing. Oh, I gotta get my password right for this. Dang it. Let's see here. I don't have my password for this access point. I'm trying a few different passwords right now. Okay, I think I got it. Cool. All right, let me check here. I think I got the wrong password. Forget network. Yeah, I think I got the wrong password for the wireless. I'm looking now. Edit. Let's see. Ah, see? Yeah, I messed it up. I messed up the wireless password. The shed has its own dedicated wireless on a separate VLAN. Gotta do it smart. All right, here we go. Did I win? What'd you win? The password Swordfish? Yeah, right. It was a good movie. Good movie. Oh, thank you, Gaming with Smokey Dan. Appreciate that. Password is 123. Okay, so that is actually connected now. So, I can actually go on my phone. That's the nice thing about my home network. I can go on my phone and devices, because it would be considered a new device because it just connected to the wireless, which is really convenient. Does it give you what IP address it is? It doesn't. Well, that's the wired connection. Let's see. That should be this one. This is the wired connection. Yeah, so that's the wired connection. And hang on, I'll make a note here. I'm going to get everything else powered back up too. All right, wireless is that. What's wired? Wired is, let's take a look. I can find it in here. Because it's seen as a device. But that device, here it is right here. It is, I think this is it. I think it's 43. Let's see. Am I right? Oh, we right. So now I can disconnect our wired connection. Done. All right, cool. And I'll make a note, and we'll get some labels on this guy. All my mini AC, everything on that top shelf is wireless. Mission accomplished. So I just need to do two things. First, I have to label that device. So gold shell, KD box, Pro, and I'm going to label the connection wired, or no, wireless. Got it. And then that just labels that, but it's still set. It's still DHCP. So then I need to go on here to DHCP reservations, and I'm going to do a new reservation. I love this because I like it works so well. I can go into my house and plug it in a room to heat the room, and it just automatically has the same IP address and everything. All right, so I need to look for that. Here it is, KD Box Pro Wireless, and the reservation is 43. Bam, we done. We done with that. Right, there we go, cool. So that's good to go. Still bringing the boys to the yard. What's up, Claws? How are you, man? Hell yeah. The password is always password1234, that's right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Hang on here. Just checking something. Please hold. Okay, that's good. All right. Give me 1 second. I need to run in the house real quick and use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I ran so quick outside. It's 26 outside. What is it in here? It's 66 right now. Now I only have the 3 intake vents open. No exhaust fans on right now. I will, regardless. I will have 1 exhaust fan on at a speed of 1 regardless. I told him to pee out the door. It's dark. No one will see. That's a good thought there, Bob. Just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, right. Okay. So, let me power up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to power these guys up. And yeah, let's power these up. How's that sound? They're going to be the loudest. I think I'm going to power up the, I don't know. It's going to start to get loud in here. What do you guys recommend? What do you vote for? The mid-size A6 or the GPU miners? What do you guys think? Give me your 2 cents. What is the vote in chat? Because I think after we get these booted up, we're going to cancel out, finish out the stream tonight. And call it, I think is what I'm thinking. 67 in here. It's getting warmer. Just with those units on, too. Never pee into the wind. Oh, boy. The wife thinks it's raining on the roof. Small to big. Small to big. All right, so these are going to be louder. My S19J Pro I'm going to do tomorrow. I got to pipe everything in and stuff like that because those are still winterized. Can A6 fit on the top? So I was going to do the A6 on the top, but I have 9 more A6 to put up here, so I want to leave space. All right, let's do the Gold Shell X5 first. I got to plug that in. Oh, my word, I got some cables to clean up tomorrow. You guys rushed me. But we're better where we are now than where we were before, so that's good. All right, I think the X5's plugged in. Let's see. There we go. It should quiet down after a few minutes. It should. While that happens, I'm going to clean up some stuff. With having A6 on, I just don't like stuff laying around. Things like whining. You hear it? I bet you guys do hear it. You're like, yeah, we hear it. Do you hear that? Yes, I do. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to come out and get things really cleaned up. The night just kind of escapes you, you know. Chatting with you guys. Just gets late, right? And we started the stream really late too, you know. You don't talk about Superman's cape and you don't mess around with it. Yeah, right? Now this has a red light on it. So we're going to give it a minute, see if it goes away or if there's a problem. I don't even remember. I'm going to have to check the IP address on that. I'm going to check the cables on the back side. Make sure all the PCI cables are plugged in. I don't want to touch them, but we're just going to check. Everything looks seated, right? Fan cables look good. All right. Maybe it's just the the boot process. Just gotta wait. Yep. I need a label on that too. Let me check, but that one's already, I'll check in my phone. I need a label on that as well. Label on X5. All right, let's see here. I have 42 devices on in my house right now. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for it now. Where you at? I don't see it listed there. Do I not have it? Let's look. Oh wait, it doesn't have any Ethernet lights on it. Is that not plugged in? There's no Ethernet lights. Hang on, hold the phone. There's no Ethernet lights on this. Port 15, yeah, there's no... Huh. Hang on here. Is it a bad Ethernet cable or something? Let's find out here. There we go. We didn't have any link. It wasn't completely seated in the switch. There we go. It's a Hoover, right? Yeah. There we go. Alright. It's ramping up now. Alright, let's take a look here. I was wondering. It's always the little things. It's always the little things. By the way, if you guys are curious what these are, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. These are fire extinguisher balls. It takes 142 degree flame, not temperature, but flame, and this will explode, sending a powder everywhere. I have 2 of these, one on each side of the shed. Not yet, Stefan, not yet. All right. They're a giant gobstopper. That's right. I don't think I have this. I'm gonna have to, well, I should be able to find it though. What am I thinking? Have a good one there, Prime. Thanks for coming to stop by and hang out with me tonight, dude. It's a cool way to spend your night. I appreciate it. There it is, 𝐂𝐫𝐲 X5. It's 8667. $65 degrees in here. No exhaust yet. 8667. Logging into it now. I want to change the mode on this. I think this is on like the... Oh, it's on low power mode. Okay. What's our watts at right now? Our 1 PDU's at 1,235. Our other PDU's at 730. I think this is the only thing on. Yeah. This isn't in low power mode. Wait, what's the low power mode for this? Wait, the X5. What does the X5 run at? ASIC minor value. I think it is actually. I think that is the low power mode. It's at 740 watts right now. X5. Let's look here. The X5. Oh yeah, it is. That's the low power mode. It's 600 mega hash at 660 watts. What are we at right now? We're at 614 watts at 730 at the wall. Yeah, so that's the low power mode on the unit. It's the power supply. I'm gonna have to get some different ones. See you, Prime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some different. Maybe get the APW 3++. Those are a lot quieter. Have a good one, All Set Miner. Good job. Totally evolving the shed. Looking for S19. Yeah, I'm going to get my S19J Pro up tomorrow. All right, so let's get this guy powered on. Oh, I need to record that, the IP. Is the 49er miner handle taken? What is 49er miner? I don't know what that is. 𝐂𝐫𝐲 X5. I don't know what that is. Are you like trying to just add a new name? Is that what you're saying? All right, let's go port I want to see if this has a... Oh, I want to see if the gold shell had a DHCP reservation. Uh, 8667. $86.67. Oh my gosh, I can't type. What hour is it? Anyone see the low-tech miners? Yeah, wait until they actually have a physical product. Right now it's all conceptual. And they told me they wouldn't physically have a product they could ship to anybody till Q3 next year, which means it could be Q4 or this year. Q3 this year or Q4. I'm using the Google router. Gold Shell X5. I don't think I have a DHCP reservation for that. So we're going to want to add one. What about you, fully electric? What are you using? 66 in here. Gold Shell X5. Let's see. Oh my gosh. They need a search feature in here. I don't see it, which means it already has one. My other ones are good to go. I don't have to do anything with. I just gotta power them up. Alright, what the heck? I'll look at that tomorrow. Oh, the Cisco ASA? Oh, I've spent my time with Cisco ASAs. I'm good. Alright, let's get the L3 Plus powered up. L3 Plus is coming up. Let me take this off here. This is these are our PCI cables we use. Okay. How to safely turn off your ASIC? Unplug the power cables. That's pretty much it. I mean, I guess you could go in and stop the miner on them if you wanted to. This one's powering up so much quieter. So much quieter. And these are in a Hive OS. Bring them up. I have two-factor with that. Of course, come on now. Let me get logged in here. These both have the Hive OS firmware on them. Let's see. All right, cool. It's not showing online yet. We'll give it a minute. I'm back. I love the XRP hoodie. Thank you. Are you using your card for safety? For the wallet, you mean? Yeah, on here. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. This one doesn't have anything on it yet. It's on, though. I'm going to give it a minute here. There it is. I saw a blinking light. That's coming up. It's coming up. This is my cousin's L3 Plus. I have that within Hive OS. Oh, for Hive or not to be able to? Yeah, I have two-factor authentication, Google Authenticator. What voltage are you running your ASICs at? This is the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 X5. It's at 720 at the wall. You always want to measure things at the wall. I'm liking the X5 so far. I'm going to be honest with you, D-Mining. This is its first time being on full-time. I haven't run it full-time yet. I've tested it, did my videos on it, but this is now full-time on low power mode. So 600 watts or 600 mega hash at 700 watts, 730, 720, 730 watts at the wall. L3 Plus now is up. Let's check to see what the watts are, or what the hash rate's at. Can you guys hear me okay still? I'm trying to yell the best I can. Right now it's at, yeah, so 504 mega hash at 700 watts. So let's do some quick math. The X5 was at 730 watts at the wall. Our PDU says 1380 minus 730. Okay, so the L3 at the wall is 650. Loud and clear, okay. 240 volt. Everything's 240 volt. 240 volt. Not yet vintage. It's something I'm looking into. Alright, so now let's get our last L3 Plus on. This one's mine. This one has the worst power supply. I'm kind of scared to plug it in. I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's already plugged in. I just got to flip the switch. This has the inner silicon power supply. This thing is so loud. I'm really concerned. I'm going to have to order a replacement. Have any of you guys bought the APW7? Is it called? The APW7? I want to try those. I believe the and fully electric, you would know, is the APW7 quieter? Like, I think it's even quieter than the APW3++. This power supply has the scream to it. I have a few APW7s. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get one to replace this one. It's quieter than the APW3++, right? All right, so that's coming on. The fans are off right now. That's kind of concerning. I don't know why the fans are off. Oh, I think I know why. Oh, they're on now. Okay. I want to log into that one. Make sure. This is the one where I actually have it set to immersion mode. Let's see here. I just want to make sure because you don't want it to burn up. Because I have the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 fans on it. So I'm going to log into the IP address itself. Go to minor config. Custom fan percent. Here we go. 100%. Yeah, so immersion cooling is on. If you don't have immersion cooling on with the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 fans, it's actually going to turn off because it doesn't see the fans are running fast enough. So, even though I don't think I need to run the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 fans at 100%. Alright, we'll give it a minute. Yeah. I don't have any CKB miners at all. I have one on the way, the CKB2. Yeah. 73 in here. Let's go to miner status here. 504. Let's see here. Give me a second. What are we at? The power is going up that we're using. The NF-F12. Yeah, that's what I'm running right now. That's these right here. They're 3,000 RPM ones. The Noctuas. There we go. Fans are at 3,080 or 3,060 RPMs right now. Starting to warm up in here, boys and girls. All right, so we're at 2,100 watts right now, just between these three. 2,000. We got plenty of room, guys. Plenty of room. All right, cool. I think it's time to power up a GPU mining rig. Power up our 3070s here. It's in the Octo miner. $75 in here right now. All right, we're gonna give that a minute. This is our Scarlet Witch rig. Powering up. Let me see if I can share my screen so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Let's see. Looking for display capture. 3070s are on flux. I only have 3 of them. I want to add to that though. All right, so let's minimize chat. All right, here we are. They're coming up right here. You guys should be able to see my screen, I think. There we go. Heck yeah. Look at that. 100 and some watts. That's a lovely thing. On flux. Heck yeah. As a home miner, my wife won't allow noisy miners. I ordered a Jazz Miner X4Q. That's perfect. I have that on 2 miners? 2 miners, I think. Yeah, getting paid out in Bitcoin. My electric rate, I'm going to go into depth this week in a video on what I got figured out. That's why I'm booting up my farm. If I can hit, it depends how many watts I'm using. I want to try to hit 16,000 watts. That'll put me at 7 cents. 13, 14, and 15,000 watts will put me at 8 cents. Where did I buy it from? Oh, mine Jazz Miner. All right. Octominer is up and running. I want to take a look at those fans though, because they do not have to be. As soon as I turn on this exhaust fan, it's 80 in here now. Guys, it started out in the shed at 28 degrees Fahrenheit today. Isn't that nutty? All right, so let's see here. Why am I not seeing? Has it been that long since I looked at my GP mining rig? It hasn't been that long. There it is. The Octominer fans are at 80%. I don't need them to be at 80%. Oh, it's probably because it's warm in here. It's 80 right now. That's why. Minimum fan speed 0. Max speed is 100. That's why. It's because it's 80 degrees in here right now. That's probably why it's like going crazy. As soon as I get that exhaust fan on, it's going to drop down to like 40 degrees in here. Yeah, it was 28 when we came in here. That's why I have a oh, I gotta turn off my heater. I have a heater on in here right now. There we go. The heater, I turned the heater on before when I was working on it earlier. All right, so let's turn on our miner, dude. This thing has not been on for a while. This has 3060 and 3070s in it. I think they're on flux, but the flux config is really different. Like the flux config is like the old flux config, so I'm gonna have to go back into it. I'll make a note on that. Does anybody remember what the 3060 and 3060 Ti's were? For what config you got to put in to the miner? New overclocks. I'll have to do that tomorrow. And then this last one is my 𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐵 Powering up. Sweet sound. I like it, I like it. What are we at here? 84 degrees in here, guys. It's getting warm. I like it, I like it. I haven't turned on the exhaust fan yet. Alright, so this rig's up. I'll show you guys, but it's actually missing a GPU. This one's actually, here we go. Yeah, it's missing a GPU. Or no, these are the new, these look like the new config. Yeah, this must be the new config. Where it's in the miner. Yeah, it is. This is the new config. Alright, cool. But I'm missing a GPU. Let me update it and see if that fixes it. Like, I'd probably just reboot it. If not, a cable might be loose. I mean, these things have been moved around. Cable might be loose. GPU might have come out of the slot, you know, like a little bit. We'll have to see. All right, let's turn on the last rig. This one was on 𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. This one has all of the, I don't know if you guys saw the stream. It's all MSI Gamer X 1660 Ti's. They're like the crazy RGB looking ones. Took me 2 years to get 8 of those. It's 85 in here now. Polo Miner's coming up. It's on Ravencoin. I'll leave it for tonight, but we'll change it. I'll show it to you guys. I'm not mining with my 3700X. Good question. Wow, you're busy, man. Looks like you're sweating inside the shed. It was 28 when we first started the stream. It's 85 now, but the exhaust is off. Alright, so here's the 1660 Ti's. These are on Ravencoin. I'm going to leave them for tonight because it is 1 a.m. But tomorrow we're going to swap these. I think we're going to move them to Flux. We'll give them a minute to get up and running. Let's look. I think that one rig is still, that we powered up, still has a missing GPU. Yeah, it does. I'm going to have to unplug it tomorrow and check all of it. It's only showing, I'm going to make a note. That rig only is only showing a few of those. So it won't hurt it for now, but miner dude, flux rig, missing GPU. All right, let's see if those Ravencoin one's up and running. Not that we're bullish on Ravencoin right now, but we'll let it run for tonight, and then we'll definitely swap it off. Well, guys, we're at 4,100 watts. We can take up to 5,200, because if we do 30 amp times 240, and then that's 7,200 watts times 80%. Or no, 5,700. We still got a ways to go. Almost, I don't know, 1,700 watts. A little more, which is good. I am viewing this video on my, oh, your 3700X? No, mine. I don't think it can make money. Can it? Oh, I got it. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, so that's up and running. That's up and running. There's all mining right now. I like it. I'm excited. So we have a lot more rigs to get up and running. I'll show you guys again here. We got several more GPU mining rigs to get powered up tomorrow. My S19J Pro to get powered up tomorrow. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more mini ASICs to get powered up too. Tonight we're at, right now guys, we're at 5,300 watts. So 5,300 watts right now is what we have running in the shed right now. 5,300. Practicing your copy paste. All right, I like it. All right, guys, it's 1 a.m. I think we're done for tonight. Was this fun? Did you guys enjoy coming to hang out? Tomorrow I'm not going to do a live stream on building out more of this, but we will have a video in the next week or two, about the next week, giving you guys a tour of the shed, fully loaded, with everything up and running, which should be cool. I got so much work to do still. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I always appreciate your support, guys. I do have to get an exhaust fan on. Let me turn that on real quick. All right, I just powered up one exhaust fan. One of those fans at a speed of 1 is all I'm gonna do, because it's 88 right now, and in no time it's gonna drop that down hardcore. Let me take a look at something real quick. Yeah, it's 88 right now, and it's gonna, I mean, it's literally right here. I'll show you guys. So that's closed off, closed off, closed off. But down here, okay, I wasn't feeling any cold air coming through here earlier. It's just all cold air pumping through now. That exhaust is doing the whole, it's pulling everything right through here. And then there's another intake with a filter and another one over there. These are just pumping in cold air. It's 72 right now, and that's gonna drop down quick. 72 on the intake side, because the air's had a chance to, the heat's had a chance to really spew in here and kind of turn and rotate. Taking the family to breakfast, good for you. Have a great Sunday, hobbyists, everyone watching. That's all right. Thank you, guys. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Later.